My God. To all those Celtics fans out there, how about them apples? How about them apples? Oh, feels so great to be up to it. Oh, it's just an aberration that they would miss all those shots. Be quiet. Be quiet. Oh, man. Oh, I'm loving this, especially being out here. You don't have no idea. Let's talk about it. The New York Knicks entered this one after winning Game 1. Looking to extend this thing to a 2-0 series lead in Boston on the Celtics home court. Starting off in the first quarter was slow. Celtics would get out to a 24-13 lead, but that didn't discourage the Knicks. No, it did not. We start to see them play some defense, some timely buckets in the second quarter to get this thing close, to get it within 9 points by the end of the half, the first half. And then what do the New York Knicks continue to do in the third quarter, as they've shown so far this entire postseason run? They never quit. They will never stop. They will never give up. They will figure out a way, whether it is a collective team effort. Everybody was involved in this one tonight. All right, and even getting to the fourth quarter when Mikal Bridges had a donut, that man came alive yet again. Forget family show those 5 picks. I don't care anymore. This man's been showing up big throughout the postseason. The New York Knicks would come back big in the fourth quarter and put the Celtics away. Y'all thought you were going to win on a Jason Tatum dunk? Hell no. Mikal Bridges with another steal? Mikal Bridges with another steal? Damn. New York Knicks all day. You already know what it is. New York or nowhere, baby. New York or nowhere. Knicks will win this one 91-90. 91-90. Celtics are shook. They can't shoot threes. They can't attack us on deep. They got nothing. They don't have any answers. Now they're going to face us in our own home court in the real Garden. They got nothing. Nothing. Oh, let's go. Let's talk about it. Call in tonight through the Discord, baby. I want to hear everyone's takes on this one tonight. All right, you already know what it is. Download the app. Tim, please throw a link in the chat. Yo, go to the web browser, whatever fits your fancy. I need to hear everyone's takes tonight. With me on the other side, as always, my guy, JD Sports Talk. You know he's going to get that crispy, clean analysis tonight. Need to hear what JD's got to say on this one. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Shout out to CK2K doing the damn thing on play-by-play. We got the Captain CP on his way from the watch party. Oh, man, got to hear how that was going. I'm loving this one, JD. I get to go into work tomorrow against all those Celtics fans. I get to rep orange or blue tomorrow on the streets. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Let's go. How are you feeling, man? How are you feeling?
Yo. Wait, did we just do this about 48 hours ago?
Yes, sir, we did.
Did we do this 48 hours ago? Like, I'm sitting here with the same face, with the same look, in disbelief again. Oh my God, bro.
Dude, we were down 20 again.
How did we do this again?
We're down 20 again.
How? How did this happen again? How?
Because the Celtics are choke artists, that's why.
How did this team... Bro, literally, it's the same sequence with different color jerseys. Them in green, us in white.
Man.
Same player at the end. Same clutch player at the end.
Speak on it, JD. Speak on it.
Same comeback. Same points. Same, like, this is not a comeback in the first half that led to a close game and we won. This is a comeback in the second half into the fourth quarter again. On the road again. Going home. Going home. Up 2-0. Can you believe this?
Dude.
Can you believe this? After so many mistakes. You know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna play you something. I don't think I cursed here. I don't think I cursed. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't think I cursed. I'm gonna play something real quick. I sent into the Knicks vs. George this audio with like 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Hold on. I don't want to.
Oh my God, we got close to 3,000 people in the chat. Let's hear.
This is what I played. This is what I said. 4 minutes to.
George, they made
Hold on. I hope I didn't curse.
No matter what happens at the end of this game, George, they made so many mistakes tonight. So many. But no matter what happens here, you know what I learned tonight, George? After 2 games in Boston, no matter what happens here in the last 3 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever the fuck it is.
Look.
You know what I've learned? This has turned from can the Knicks hang with this team, from can the Knicks be competitive, to if the Knicks don't win this series, it's a failure. Both fan bases should have the same expectations that their teams must win this series.
Boom. That was my take of the night. With 3 minutes to go, I sent an audio and I said, you know what I learned tonight after 2 games? With whatever happens here in the last 3 minutes of the game, you know what I learned? The Knicks should win this series. That should be. It's no longer can we hang with this team. It's no longer can we compete. It's no longer can we make this competitive. And mind you, I said this before the result. It's no longer, can we take it to 6 and this is a success. What I learned before the result of this game was your expectations should be the Knicks should win this series. And that was before they took a 2-0 lead. Props to this team, man. Props to this team. This is unbelievable. And again, it continues the theory of the Pistons series. Wherever this journey ends, they might have to give a ring to the Pistons as well because they prepared this team mentally to handle this kind of adversity. And they were able to be mentally tough. And yet again, they tested the fan base when they're down 20 and they're down double digits, and they kept fighting, kept hanging around. And here we go. And it's the same script of Karl Anthony Towns here, Mikal Bridges there, Mitchell Robinson here, Deuce McBride with a big 3 in the third, and the clutch closer. We talked about how every single player here has to contribute, and yet again, they're going home with every single player doing something that led to this huge big-time victory.
Absolutely. Yo, we got to talk about the one guy. You didn't mention him, but he had a huge game tonight. That is one Josh Hart, bro. This man he's had a good playoff run, and yet again tonight, when you're looking for answers, when you're looking for a guy to put some points on the board because OG wasn't having it. You didn't have Bridges in the first half. He had a donut, like I said, going into the fourth quarter. Bridges was scoreless going into the fourth quarter, man. You just had one guy who was consistent enough, and that was Josh Hart. His 23 points is like 40. I keep saying this to people, okay? He's not going to be that high volume type of guy, but 9 for 15 from the field, getting you 6 critical boards, and even if he's not getting all the boards, even if he's not getting into double digits like he was during the regular season, that man is involved on the glass some way, somehow. Whether it's just creating chaos and boxing guys out, flying in, just somehow he's deterring the rest of the opponents from grabbing boards. Josh Hart has dude, this guy is, yo, he is truly the heart of the team in so many ways, and it's not even a pun at this point, okay? It's just like he truly does so many things for this team, even defensively, taking on all the challenges. You see him going against Kristaps Porzingis. You see him getting switched on to Jaylen Brown. You see him going against Jason Tatum, and he's not afraid of the contact. You see him attacking down the lane by himself. He's a one-man band man show out in transition, and he's finishing. He's seeing Al Horford. He's like, food. I will finish. And he's a contortionist. While he's getting, I don't know how he finishes some of these layups, bro, but he is constantly out there doing Josh Hart things, which is the moniker that it gets for just what he does out there. And game 2, when you're looking for someone to just lead with aggression, and consistency and efficiency throughout all 4 quarters. That is Josh Hart. This is why when people are like, yo, you need Deuce McBride in the starting lineup, what he gives is not measurable by a statistic. It's not. And you just have to trust the process of what he does, because it gives you winning results like this. A winning player is a winning player. And sometimes you can go to advanced stats, you can go to all the metrics that you're looking for, and it sometimes doesn't make sense. All right? Look at the Boston Celtics. They're talking about, oh, well, they had all these open threes that they were missing. No, they didn't. Go watch the game again. Go watch how Thibs is saying, guess what? We're going to stay at the level. We're going to guard these threes. We're not going to consistently go to drop coverage. We're going to defend. The statistics don't always give you a clear answer, and that applies to Josh Hart. That man was phenomenal tonight. This man gets the game ball, in my opinion. I know Mikal Bridges did everything in the 4th quarter, but when you're talking about consistency, I'm giving it to Josh Hart tonight, man. Josh Hart doing the damn thing as always.
I got the game ball for someone else, but continuing your theme, he was absolutely phenomenal. And Josh Hart is like, it's literally the same relationship that Brunson has with Josh Hart, is how they're both pains in the you know what. Sometimes Josh Hart can be that even for us fans, because in the first half I was yelling and tweeting, Josh Hart, shoot the bleeping ball. Shoot it.
He took your advice though.
And what did he do? In the second half, he went 2 of 3. He took 3-point attempts. He hit 2 of them. Right? He had a great he had a great second half, 5 of 8 from the field, had 12 points, 2 blocks, 3 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 offensive. So the second half, he was more decisive. And I think that is the only difference in his game, where when he has those frustrating moments to where he's more precise, is when he is thinking less. He plays much better than when he's thinking more in terms of when he has the basketball. So he was being more decisive in the second half than in the first half. And that was the little bit of frustration. The first half is I felt there was some possessions. We made a lot of mistakes, a lot of mental mistakes in this game. Mm-hmm. This is what's so beautiful about the Knicks somehow getting this victory, is that I looked at this game and I was like, man, we are making so many mental mistakes, so many sloppy passes, so many sloppy decisions with the basketball, where we're going with the basketball, how, the type of shots we were taking. And Josh Hart was a leader in making that more efficient and making it better, not only for himself, but for the rest of his team and the rest of the offensive sets in the second half. So he had an outstanding game, and, he's completely helped. Now, listen, he has a tough matchup defensively, because you saw the attack was take Hart in the post. Jaylen Brown, a lot of the matchups were being aggressive on him, trying to get him in foul trouble. They were trying to get physical. And listen, there was a lot of possessions. He had tough possessions against Jaylen Brown in the paint. But even as those possessions were happening, Alex, I was like, I'll take it. Mm-hmm. I'll take all these twos. I'll take it. I'll take, Jaylen Brown continuing to shoot these mid-range shots. I'll take that over the Celtics getting red hot from 3. So even though he was a little effective in terms of Jaylen Brown early, I still liked the physicality that we played with. I still liked the resistance that we showed, because I thought in the end, if we can stay in the game, and this is how we are staying in the game, is the Celtics, let them use their template way of playing offense, and let's stay in the game. And, you saw tonight, it was a little bit different. It was just, we couldn't even hit nothing. Mm-hmm. We couldn't hit anything. And that's definitely uncharacteristic of us. The Celtics offense is more boom or bust on a night-to-night basis. They can, run you out the gym one night, and another night, hey, if you don't want to make mistakes, they'll give you the game. They can give you the game. So Josh Hart, outstanding tonight. And man, it's going to be beautiful to see him at Madison Square Garden now, bringing that effort, that hustle, and that continued physicality. In the post games, he's been a leader talking about that, and he's definitely been leading by example on the court.
and they're going to have 2 days of rest because they're going to be playing on Saturday. So they're going to travel back from Boston, maybe tonight. I don't know what they're going to do. Probably travel back tonight, get that full day of rest in New York. Tomorrow, get maybe a walkthrough or practice in on Friday, and then they're back at it again on Saturday. But Jade, I got to know, man, who's your game ball going to, man?
You want me to tell you who's the game ball going to? My game ball?
Yes, sir.
You know, I've been a little critical of him within the first, not really critical. That's not correct. I said in game 1, like this is like a new version of him. It seems like, I don't know yet. Maybe he needs off season to get to continue to get in better physical shape, better conditional shape. Because I'm like, I don't know. He came in the game, they threw him a lob, and I'm like, he's not jumping. He's just not. He doesn't seem as athletic. He's not as explosive as he used to be. But my God, he's still effective. Mitchell Robinson. Yes, I get it. I know, JD, he shot the air ball. I know. I started ducking. I'm like, yo, thought it was a bullet coming through the roof. I get it. But you look at his plus minus, you look at how defensively he's been effective. There's a reason, other than the free throws, Mazzulla does not want this guy on the court.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want him on the court. Situational basketball, when he's coming in for deuce in situational situations, and he is being effective. Now, you can point to that one possession, that straight line where Tatum got by him off the screen. First of all, that's very difficult to defend. We all know as Knicks fans, when Tyrese Maxey had those out-of-bounds plays, he did that against Isaiah Hartenstein. So that is one of the hardest plays to defend. But what about the adjustment he made on Tatum on the second time, which Mazzulla pointed it out in the postgame, that they questioned Mazzulla's decision of not calling a timeout, and they asked him, why didn't you call a timeout, Mazzulla? You had one left. And he said, well, the play before, we had a good look, and we thought they weren't going to adjust. Credit to Mitchell Robinson, because he sealed the screen, and he was able to create resistance, which made Tatum think about it twice, and it led to the defensive stop by Mikal Bridges. So he made the adjustment. And Mitchell Robinson, bro, like I said, he doesn't look like Mitchie of old in terms of athleticism. But he's still, like, you can see, even when he's like leaning, he's not like when he reaches, he's not too low. He used to get a little lower when he reaches. He used to be more spry. Like I said, maybe he's still getting better, but he still is effective. That's what I don't get. It's the guy needs every single ounce of athleticism, and yet he's finding a way, lumbering out there or looking funny. And like, I'm telling you, bro, watch him. One possession, he looks fast. The other possession, he's like,
you're right.
He's like jogging. I'm like, I honestly don't know if he's like doing this to preserve energy or he's still figuring it out, but he's still making plays.
Dude, it's and I see it. I exactly agree with you. I was listening to post game after. I was continuing to listen to post game after I called in on Monday, and you were 100% right. The way that what you're seeing about Mitchell Robinson, bro, and like he isn't moving like the guy of old. Like this guy was a guy who would run up the court. We see him like jump like 20 feet in the air. Like this man could essentially touch the ceiling of MSG if he wanted to, but he's not. But you know what the thing is, man? And you look at him now, and I think there's like, as players get older, right, there's a savviness saying, I don't need to exert all that energy, and it depends on the moment. What calls for what moment at what time? And I think even when you get Tatum, right, like Tatum goes all the way to get that easy dunk, and I'm like, all right, man, you give us 18 seconds on the clock. I'll gladly take 18 seconds, and it's only a 1-point game. Like, if that's what you want to do, fine. And I think Mitch, maybe at that point, is like, I'm not going to foul. Let him get the score. We got so much time left. Like Brunson, somebody can do something, man. We'll get this thing the next time. And I think that's the savviness, that's the maturity of a player like him. Instead, when he's, as a rookie, let me try to block this right now. Let me foul him. The next thing you know, you're just stopping the clock, giving them an extra possession, something that you don't need to do. But the one thing that Mitchell Robinson offers that no one else on this team does is the verticality of saying, if I put my hands up, you're like, what are you going to do, man? Because he still has the ability to jump. and he can still box people out. And honestly, even though he's lumbering, I think his pick setting has gotten better. I think his boxing out has gotten better. He's gotten much stronger than he was in the past. And that's why Missoula doesn't want him on the court. That's why I tweeted out saying I wanted Thibs to go to Mitch early. Let them waste all their fouls. Let them put the Knicks in the bonus. I don't really care because what he offers defensively and on the offensive glass outweighs, to me, the ability to go Hack-a-Mitch. And if they want to go do that, as we saw in game one where Luke Cornett is, has 4 fouls in the first half, fine. You don't have a backup center. KP's not playing that great. Yeah, he made a couple shots tonight, but they're not utilizing him like that. That was the biggest matchup fear, is how is Mitch going to handle a stretch 5? They don't have a stretch 5 right now. That's why the Celtics are struggling, because they know Thibs understands, the Knicks understand, if KP's not good to go, Tatum, Brown, they're not the best 3-point shooters. They got to drive and create. And if you're going to have Mitch anchoring the rim, why do you even want to drive and attempt that? Look, tonight, Tatum and Brown shot 13 and 43 from the field. 13 of 43. In game one, they shot 14 of 43. So they shot 1 basket less than in game one. Why? Because they're going to attempt to shoot more threes because that's their game plan. But then if you got a guy like Mitchell Robinson, like I said, in the paint, they don't want to attack that, man. And Mitch is so much better in drop and recovering and guarding out on 3. Like even some of the shots that Tatum tried to take today, he just has that. He has the arm reach to say, I'm going to deter it. I don't need to foul you anymore. I don't need to do that. Mitchell Robinson has been so key, man. And look, shout out to the guests that I've had on here, man. And like, shout out to Bobby, who talked about Mitchell Robinson being the X factor in the first game of the week preview that I did. And so far, Mitch has been shown to be that X factor in this series by the way he's been guarding and with the lack of health from KP. All right. And look, I'll say this as a side note. If the Celtics are going to be playing 7 deep, I trust our 7 deep over the Celtics 7 deep, because our 7 deep, really where it's 5 guys who know how to play 40 minutes, they are conditioned to do that more so than the Celtics, bro. And damn, but I agree 100% with you. Mitchell Robinson,
the biggest
difference maker.
And one of the biggest developments, we knew he was capable of doing it. He's guarding the switch. Mm-hmm. He's guarding the switch. And I know, I don't know how many Knicks fans saw the soundbite. He was mic'd up in game one, and he said one thing. He said there's only one 7-footer in the NBA that can guard Jason Tatum in the perimeter. He said, and that's me. And hey, unless you, as you saw, other than getting Jason Tatum in a straight line speed against him, Mitchell Robinson has been effective on the switch against any perimeter wing of the Boston Celtics. And a lot of it is, if you notice when he's playing on the switch, he's playing them to one side, usually to their left. So he's tilted a little bit. His technique, he switches his technique to protect himself on the drive. And then he's extending his hands. And if you see when Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown put the ball between his legs, he reaches, but he does it to try to, interrupt, try to distract their movement, their rhythm. And he does it. And if you saw the last game, he did the same thing to Jason Tatum, where he was reaching without fouling, but it was to disrupt his rhythm. And Jason Tatum kind of got stuck into, because usually 7-footers don't reach like that. They either foul, or as soon as they reach, they're lost. But Mitchell Robinson was doing it still with his base low, defending, and he's forcing them to take jump shots over the extended arm of his contest. And you saw many times he's going at the top, at the highest point. And Jason Tatum has a high release, and he's affecting their jump shots when they're shooting over his length. Mitchell Robinson defending the switch has been huge for the New York Knicks in terms of their overall defense. And when they bring him in Deuce McBride in those situational moments, I don't know that the Celtics have scored against that lineup, because every time they come in, bro, they suffocate the Boston Celtics.
Dude, they don't got an answer for that. But I know people who have answers for us, man. We got 6,000 people in the chat with us right now, JD. We got 6,000 people rocking with us on KFTV Post Game Live. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. We got JD Sports Talk on the other side. My guy here, he's giving that crispy, clean analysis. That's why y'all tune in here, all right? I'm your host, Alex Chateras, a.k.a. the Stratocaster. We got CP on the way. As you already know, we already had CK2K do the play-by-play. He couldn't join tonight, people. He wanted to join, but look, man. He'll be on for the next one. Don't worry. But I want to hear from the people, man. I want to hear from the people. So we're gonna stack this the Discord up, get some of these Fanchise channel members and people. Let me tell you something. If you join the Fanchise channel, if you become a Fanchise channel member, you get to skip the line, get quick access, so that way you can talk to us instantaneously. And because of that, that's why we got Zach in LA with us. Zach, please unmute your mic, bro. How are you feeling?
Yo, my guys, I am feeling ecstatic tonight. I mean, this was what you call a hard-fought win. The Knicks had everything stacked against them, from officiating to the fact that they couldn't hit shots for the first 3 quarters. I mean, this is a really well-deserved win. And give it up to Iron Man Mikal Bridges. This dude couldn't make a shot for the first 3 quarters, and he came out hard. So, give it up to Mikal Bridges for really allowing us to win this game, because he was one of the biggest impetuses in why we won this game tonight.
That's 100% true. And we're going to talk about Mikal Bridges right now. Appreciate the call, Zach. We just got so many people online. I want to make sure we get to everybody. Appreciate you for always tapping in, my man.
Salute Knicks Nation, my guys, and Knicks in 6.
Ooh, Knicks in 6. I won't talk. I'll try to stay. I won't talk about it, man. I won't talk about it. I won't talk about it. We just are up 2-0, man. I'm gonna live in the moment. We won't change predictions or anything. I'm gonna live in the moment. We're up 2-0 on the team that's second in the East. People were counting us out, JD. But somebody that has been tried and true these past 2 games in the biggest moments, the stat sheet isn't pretty. It is not pretty at all. Game 1 didn't have the prettiest stats, but he hit a big 3, got a steal to seal the deal, and then on top of that, played phenomenal defense all night through, and he did it again. This man did it again. JD, you talk about writing the script again. It's like Mikal has a template that he's looking at. He's like, you know what? I'm going to wait until the 4th quarter to really turn things up. But look, man, this guy, I mean, at one point, he went on a 7-0 run to bring the Knicks back into this game in the 4th quarter, getting layups, knocking down threes. Finished the game 6 of 18 from the field, 2 of 8 from downtown. Only got you 14 points, okay? Below his season average. Got you 7 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals. 3 steals, and that big one in the end again to seal it off. Mikal Bridges. Holy cow. Family show those 5 picks indeed. I don't want to hear anything about the draft picks. I don't want to hear anything about what this guy cost. He didn't decide himself, hey, trade 5 draft picks for me. I don't care about that. And right now it looks like Leon Rose, Worldwide West, and the rest of the front office made the right decision in doing so, because you're talking about a guy who is stripping Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. He's playing more aggressive than he did during the regular season. This guy has continued to step up in the second round through 2 games where it mattered most. 0 through 3 quarters. We needed an answer because Brunson wasn't having it tonight. Cat got a little thrown off after just dominating in that first half. And he said, I got you. They kept feeding him, and they fed the hot hand. I was happy about that. Mikal Bridges. Damn, man. Damn. I can't believe, Jay. I really cannot believe what this guy is doing at this moment. After being so critical during the regular season, this is where Josh Hart is probably smiling like, I told you, man. He's a professional. He just keeps working, he's getting after it, and he's proven that. Proven that.
This guy's like Thibs, the cat with the 9 lives, right? Every time Thibs has had pressure throughout his Knicks career, where the heat is boiling and he's supposedly on the hot seat, Thibs gets a big win. Thibs goes on a little winning streak, and Mikal Bridges has done the same. Every time you're pissed off, you think he's gonna stink up the joint, and he's not having a great game. It's like, nope. With Mikal now, I don't care if Mikal goes 0 for 30. I mean, he was like 0 for 8 at one point, right? And I'm like, at this point, I said, bro, literally until the clock hits 0 and it's not the end of the fourth, I'm not going to give no evaluation to Mikal Bridges until the game ends, because he always does this. And I'm like, and I was like, listen, all right, we did our job. We came up here. We was down 20. I was like, yo, bro, Mikal can't keep starting like this, man. He can't keep doing this. We're not going to win this series. He keep playing like this. Well, they did it again. And he had, he didn't do anything. And then the fourth quarter, what does he do? He has 14 points. He shoots 10 shots. So it's crazy. All of a sudden, he's the focal point of the offense. He gets 10 shot attempts. He shoots 60%. He hoisted up 6 threes, 14 points, 3 rebounds, a steal, an assist. And how about a few of those buckets on Jrue Holiday?
Talk on it, JD.
How about that tweet that JD had? Let me give you the date here, because even fans are sending it to me, and I even forgot I had tweeted this out in December of December 25th, Christmas 2024. I said Mikal Bridges that might have been the Spurs game actually, where he cooked. Yeah, makes sense. It was at 2:25 p.m. We played at noon. And I said Mikal Bridges' mid-range game is what the Knicks will need in the playoffs. When the game tightens up, it's the most valuable part in a close basketball game. And he hit some key mid-range shots, because that's, like I said here in the tweet, it's the most valuable part, because you saw there at the beginning part, we actually were struggling a little bit to get a shot off with him being the main focal point. Then he kind of tightened up and he went into his mid-range bag, got a few buckets, and there you go. That's how you counter. Even if your ball handling is not as strong, you just got to take a lane, get to a spot, shoot over the defender. You're 6'6", 6'7" with wingspan. Shoot it over Jrue Holiday. And he stopped being afraid of Jrue Holiday getting a steal, Jrue Holiday reaching, Jrue Holiday, being all over him. And he said, you know what? I'm going to get to my spot and I'm just going to shoot over him. He did that on a few buckets and he was able to get rhythm. And then again, of course, the defense. Unbelievable. I read earlier, him and OG together have like a 95, 96 defensive rating as a wing duo. It's ridiculous the way that they are defending individually and together. The only little thing he has is obviously he's not as strong. So you saw tonight on a few buckets, he was, him and Josh Hart are not the strongest guys at their positions. But other than that, he's been absolutely excellent. He's been everything you wanted defensively. Offensively, been a little bit late to the party. But here's the positive. You're up 2-0, Alex. You up 2-0, and Mikal, among a few other players, we haven't even had our best game as a team. We haven't had our best game as a team, and we're going home where players usually play better at home, especially your role players.
Mm-hmm.
So you are in an excellent spot. You're up 2-0. So all the things about the picks, you're up 2-0 against a team that many believe, I believe, this is our little mini NBA Finals. We win this series. I'm not saying book your flights. I'm not going to do that. But we win this series. We're destined. This is destiny. We're destined to go to the NBA Finals. And what a beautiful road would it be? I don't even want the Cavs. It's just something about it's something about the Pacers and the get back.
I'm right there with you.
Something about that. Now, when you play a team multiple times, that's when the rivalry, because I felt like they try to push it a little bit, but now this will be another. Now is when the rivalry starts to pick up. I love that Tyrese Halliburton's hitting game winners. It just builds it up. I love it. Let's take care of business here. But when you talk about the road, you got Mikal for this matchup.
Dude.
You got Mikal. I'm going to say it again. You got Mikal for this matchup. And right now, this is looking a lot like the Minnesota Timberwolves when they beat the Denver Nuggets.
Dude.
In terms of the Timberwolves were built for that matchup. They've proven that they're built for this matchup. And Mikal has answered the call when it's mattered most. And that's the beautiful thing about New York City. People talk so much about how we are the most critical. And I can agree. Sometimes I think we do OD. But the other side of it is when you perform,
yo,
Aaron Judge, I'm gonna need you to perform this shit. When you perform,
speak on
you
that too.
are a king. You are the best. And we actually OD with praise. So Mikal, and it is so beautiful because now he gets to go home. So if he has a good offensive game at home, bro, the home crowd is gonna go crazy. Dude, if Mikal brings it on offense at the Garden now, after what the crowd has seen, the fan base has seen, the way he busted, you know what, in Boston for 2 games, you think it's easy for him to play 51 minutes? I mean, tonight, it looked like he had nothing left in the tank. A lot of players on the Knicks, the Celtics. You think even in the game that the Celtics had to win, you think it was by coincidence that both these teams at one point were shooting like 35% from the field? These teams, they gave it all in game 1. A lot of these players had no legs tonight. And Mikal still was there to the end. Now, Mikal, even above all the criticisms you had, I guarantee you, when you come to the Garden in game 3, the crowd is going to have your back because we appreciate that type of hard work.
Well said, JD. Well said. I'm not even going to. Well said. Well said. And you know what? Since we're talking about stats, we're talking about how things have changed up. Let's talk about one of our sponsors tonight, Underdog Fantasy. People, use that promo code KFTV to get up to $1,000 in instant bonus cash and a free pick. And Underdog Fantasy brings you key stats of the night. So let's talk about some of these key stats, people. All right. Obviously, we know what the end results are. We're talking about 91 New York Knicks, 90 Boston Celtics. And when you start looking at these stats, man, damn, this was an ugly game. I mean, look, the Celtics got 51 boards. Knicks didn't win that battle. They only had 46. Knicks did win the assist battle narrowly, 19-17. You're looking at steals. This team is continuing to just generate turnovers, man, against the Celtics. They had 11 steals. They just got to convert on them, but they got 11 steals to the Celtics 9. 5 blocks tonight. Had 15 turnovers to the Celtics 16. Got to work on that still. But when you look at the shooting numbers, good Lord, it's awful. 43 for the Knicks. They just shot slightly better. They shot shot better, especially towards the end. 43 to the Celtics, 36 from downtown. These two teams just were awful. 29 for the Knicks, 25 for the Celtics. Both shot 80% from the free throw line. But this stat right here is where it just broke. It's the 18 fast break points to the Celtics 13. The Celtics want to make sure they set up to get threes, but the Knicks continue to take advantage of getting out in transition and getting easy points. That's what they've needed to do. That's what we asked them to do, and they're doing that. And especially against a team like the Celtics that will work the half court, make you collapse, swing the ball around, and try to kill you with threes. This is just a way that you could just stop that barrage. Obviously, the Knicks would lose a second chance battle 23-14, and then points in the paint, they tied 42 apiece. But damn, man, that fast break points right there, that's the one that really stands out to me because this is going to be the way the Knicks are going to be able to beat the Celtics this series. Any takeaways from you from the key stats?
Man, forget the key stats. Why we ain't talk about this? You want to talk about this other player? Huh?
Let me do the ad read, then we can talk about the other player. We'll talk about your boy. I know that's who you want to talk about. We'll talk about your boy.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting.
We can talk about your boy.
Whatever you want.
All right. Shout out to our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Use that promo code KFTV to get up to $1,000 in instant bonus cash and a free pick. People, let me tell you why I love Underdog Fantasy. I like to think I know a little bit more than what they're telling me out there on Underdog themselves, and it's just a simple thing to do, okay? Just choose higher or lower on any stat, and you can make a ticket between 2 to 8 players. All right, 2 to 8 players. You can mix and match across all sports. So it doesn't have to be the NBA. It could be basketball. It could be hockey. It could be baseball. And all you got to do is just, as I said, choose higher or lower on any stat. And the cool thing is you can either go big or go home with just making sure that all of them, You can choose the option to say all of them are going to hit and get the bigger return, or you can go the insured route. All right. So let's say you want to say, maybe I think 3 out of these 4 things will hit. You'll get some money that way, but the larger the selection, the more options you get based on how many options you need to hit to win. The other alternative is that you can put on your GM cap and do the daily fantasy and play against a bunch of randos or some of your friends and just put up some beer money or whatever you want to do and see who can create the best team and win. So make sure to support our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Use that promo code KFTV to get up to $1,000 in instant bonus cash and a free pick. All right, now that we're done with that, we got to do what JD wants to do. Let's talk about your boy Karl Anthony Towns. Let's talk about Karl Anthony Towns. Let's talk about the big bodega. All right, let's talk about him. Let's talk about him, JD. And this is your guy. This is your guy. I gotta say, this man. Look, that first.
The floor is yours, Alex. The floor is yours.
In that first half, man, you're looking for answers yet again. Jalen Brunson struggling to score from the court. Cat just dominating the paint. I mean, it didn't matter who they had on him. I was a little upset with Cam Payne though, because he ruined the flow. I'm like, yo, this guy is cooking. Al Horford, this guy's cooking. JB, this guy doesn't matter. There's no doing him, man.
Need that.
Exactly, CP.
We don't need that. Get his ass on the bench, and that's why we ain't hear from him again.
Exactly.
Let's go. We up 2-0. I'm setting up right now, man. Peace.
Karl Anthony Towns, man, 21 points tonight, 17 boards, a big double-double. Getting putbacks when you need it. Getting putbacks when you need it. Again, JD, you want to talk about writing the script again? Down the stretch, you're looking for answers, man. Guys are attacking the rim. It's going off the backboard. You need someone to get a board, just get an easy score. Karl Anthony Towns is right there. All right? He's not, and the thing is, he's not even shooting threes. They've eliminated him from shooting threes, but he's still being effective when he's down in the paint. It don't matter. It does not matter. Karl Anthony Towns going out there with a big performance tonight. Yeah, we didn't hear from him much in the second half, but he did. Look, this game is what we've been talking about throughout the entire show. Guys had their moments at each phase, at each quarter. We don't need to go to one guy. That's why we got these guys. That's why we assembled the Avengers right here. All right, so that each quarter could be different. You think it's going to be Karl Anthony Towns the entire game? Wrong. We're going to get Mikal Bridges in the fourth. You think it's going to be Jalen Brunson doing his damn thing in the fourth? No, that's why we got Karl Anthony Towns. It doesn't matter. You think it's going to be an entire OG Anunoby show? No, we got Josh Hart. We're going to flip the script on you on that one. This is where this team, man, after all what we've been through during the regular season, where we had so many questions, can this team level up to where we need to see it the most? And they're answering those questions not only against the Detroit Pistons, where it was a physical matchup, right? There was no whistle on that one. Now they're being ticky-tacky. They tried to give Boston this game tonight. The refs tried to give Boston this game tonight. I'm not really a big refs guy. They tried. But New York did exactly what they needed to do. They said, family show the refs. We're going to do it our way. Everybody's going to contribute on this one. Down to McBride and Mitchell Robinson.
El gato. It wasn't meow. It was
a jungle cat.
He going, you welcome indictment, cat. Let's go. 21-17. Gave you 7. Now, he gave you 7 of those 17 rebounds, 6 huge defensive rebounds in the second half. And the most impressive thing about Cat, you know what's the most impressive thing about Cat? Is he is commanding a double team. How about that? It's like watching a little bit of Julius. He's getting double team. He's commanding a second defensive player on the Celtics. Bro, they can't guard Cat, bro.
They can't.
There's not a soul on that team that can guard him.
When I was in TD Garden on Monday, they tried. When I saw Jim put Jaylen Brown, I'm like, did you all not learn what happened in the fourth matchup between these two teams? Karl Anthony Towns dominated that matchup. Then you're trying to shade with Tatum over? No, that's not going to work over. In the post, it's not going to work.
that's one thing. I'm watching the game and I'm just saying to myself, wait, hold on. They can't guard this guy. And if it wasn't for the refs, I think, shout out to Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks tweeted out, the refs said, nah, we're not going to let Cat foul out the whole team. Because, they couldn't guard him.
Dude.
They were fouling, and Cat was aggressive. And you can't even say Cat was demanding the ball as much as the team was just looking for him. And they were connecting together where Cat was posting up. And I love the fact that they were going to him, possession after possession. And when you look, anytime that Drew Holiday was on him, anytime that Jaylen Brown was on him, they were going to Cat early in the game. They were going to him and giving him the basketball. And now in the second half of it, that's where he had to make the little adjustment, because now the Celtics made an adjustment. It took him a few possessions to figure it out, because then off the double team, he had to find the open lane. He had to find the open pass. That's always a development with him throughout the game, where he starts hot. The team makes an adjustment. He catches on a little later than what you like on that adjustment, but then he adjusts again, and then he gets you again on offense. That is another. You talk about Mikal hasn't gotten going as you would like offensively. You talk about another development of this team where the Celtics are in trouble. They can't guard Karl-Anthony Towns. Their only chance is Kristaps Porzingis, and so far right now, you see what he's dealing with. And even when he's on the court, Mazzulla's game plan is we're going to continue to put Porzingis on Josh Hart, and we're going to put either Cornette, either Horford, either Brown. I mean, they're throwing everyone at Cat, and Cat is responding. He's playing. He played very well tonight. Even last game, he had a good start. Obviously, in the second half, in the third quarter, things went the other way offensively for him. But overall, the Knicks have a matchup advantage here with Karl-Anthony Towns. And when you're down 0-2 and you're looking at it and you're like, hold on, this Knicks team hasn't gotten going yet. Like, they haven't had their type of offensive game. We can't guard Cat, and Mikal hasn't had it going. Bro, Celtics are in trouble. And if you're a Knicks fan, you have to be encouraged by the fact that this is another player that you brought him here with the same mindset to match up against the Boston Celtics. And our biggest fear was, how are the Knicks going to defend the pick and roll coverage between Brunson and Cat? Well, for 2 games, they haven't been perfect at it, but they've done enough because they switch. And on top of offense, Karl-Anthony Towns is responding defensively in this series. He's responding defensively in this series. He's stepping up. He's not perfect, but he's giving you enough. For every, 10 possessions defensively, he's giving you 6 to 7 solid defensive possessions and 3 where he's, he's not as good. Early in the season, it was like 3 out of 10. So the percentages in the playoffs, he stepped up his defense. His isolation defense has been much better. And how about the adjustment this game where he didn't get in foul trouble, ladies and gentlemen? And the Celtics were more aggressive this game, and he did not get in foul trouble. Outstanding from Karl-Anthony Towns.
Took my advice in that game of the week preview I did with Noah Dalzell yesterday. I said, Josh Hart, Cat don't need to be that aggressive, but JD, you know what also been working to connect Cat? And this is why I asked for more of it. The double big lineup. They do not have an answer for it. They don't. And when Cat's out there with Mitchell Robinson, he can be more aggressive. He could say, hey, I don't have to worry about that. Because guess what? If he's going to have to guard Tatum, who's back there? Yeah, fine. You get past me. And look, Towns has been good guarding at the level because he also has that wingspan. Tatum can't just say, oh, let me just do a step back and try to shoot over Towns. That's craziness. 2 7-footers? You're not taking that risk. That's a bad shot.
You know what it is in the playoffs is playoffs, it's like life, where when you're faced in life with an adverse situation, bro, there's only 2 ways to go. You're either going to rise or you're going to crumble. And when it comes to basketball, when it comes to baseball, right? You start the first couple games in the playoffs and you go 1 for 9, guess what? That 96 miles an hour fastball is going to start feeling like it's 100. Because up here, you start to press. Up here, you start to think. And what's happening is Karl-Anthony Towns, defensively, just like Mitch, they're staying strong enough where they're staying enough with their defender, with their matchups, that as soon as Tatum and Brown and some of these perimeter players, they've missed a few jump shots with that matchup, now they're thinking. That's why the Celtics are not hitting the shots at the clip that they are hitting, that they used to hit them in the season. Is in the playoffs, you start to miss a couple jump shots, now you start thinking. And you could be surprised because you're like, yo, it's Jason Tatum. He's a great player. That's why the Kobe Bryants are special. That's why there's levels to this. That's why Jalen Brunson is special. Because although Jalen Brunson was 6 for whatever tonight, what did Jalen Brunson do at crunch time? That's why there's levels to this. Because there's a mental aspect to the game that you and there's no box score. I can't search the box score and look at mental and see Jason Tatum was a -20 in the mental category. You have to watch the game. You have to understand the game. You have to see how the game is played to understand the mental aspect of the game. Notice how Jalen Brunson in crunch time, he settles down. He adapts. He rises to the occasion. He could be 6 for 20. Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. The Knicks have a lot of low-key clutch players for their strengths and weaknesses, right? And that's what's happening right now with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is not confident shooting the basketball. He's coming in this game. Why you think everything he wanted to go to the basket tonight? And then once he got going, let me heave this 3 real quick. Because he thought it was sweet. He thought because, he got a little hot around the basket. Then let me heave it. I still don't got it. It's still broke. Players start thinking. And when you are sound in your defensive assignments, you press the issue on the opponent. And right now, look at the shots. When the Knicks were coming back and the crowd, you hear the anxiety of the crowd. You start hearing, bro, I don't know. I had the TV on blast. It was like the last possession or two. Literally, I heard the Boston fans saying, let's go Celtics. And I heard like 40% of my volume was saying defense. A lot of the Knicks fans there were chanting. The pressure starts to mount. And right now, the Celtics are not responding well mentally to the pressure. Go watch Joe Mazzulla's postgame. All them cute quotes he gives. He had nowhere to go to give all these theories and all these nice quotes he gives and all these big words he uses. They're starting to run out, coach. They're starting to run out. Because all that humor and all that thing, that sounds cute when you're winning, but you down 0-2. You better come with some real results.
And
that's how it happens.
And then you got Celtics fans talking about firing Joe Mazzulla. Look, man, I'm in these group chats where for pickup basketball, I got Celtics fans saying, don't know why I keep shooting threes. I got Boston fans texting me like, if we didn't keep shooting threes, well, that's the game plan. That's your game plan. JD, you know what's funny? Let's talk about when, we had that down season with the New York Knicks, and you talk about template coaching. Kind of looking a little bit like template coaching here for the Boston Celtics. Make it a little easy for the New York Knicks to just guard this one. And I'm loving everything about this, especially being out here where I got to hear the Celtics nation just talk their nonsense with the arrogance. I can feel the arrogance starting to get sucked out of the air. I'm loving it around here. But you know what I want to hear? I want to hear more people talk, man. I know people want to get on the line to talk to us. So let's go to William J. William J., you're on the line. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Doing all right, man. How are you feeling?
Oh, man. I still in shock, but, in a good way. This is the biggest thing. Like when you said key stats, right? 31-11 and 23-6. That is how we closed the last 2 games out. If you would have told us how that's how it would have planned out when this series started, you would have got laughed at. But they took them out of everything that they were doing in the consecutive games, which to me is more impressive than them just winning the game. Like CP always says, none of the games were pretty, but they are playing gritty. And like we said before, that Pistons game, that Pistons series, I think, showed them how physical they can be, and they're rubbing that off on Boston now, and Boston can't take it.
Yeah, the physicality is getting to Boston. I mean, look, the whistle's completely different from that first round with Detroit to what Boston, what the Celtics are getting, especially on their home court. But absolutely, and you're seeing that grittiness come through, and just it's not like I don't even want to say attention to detail, because they have their blunders throughout the course of the game. Like, there are moments where you're like, why are you making that play? What's going on over here? But there's just a level of intensity. Like, the adrenaline just rises up, and then it's just look, man, I always make the reference to Dragon Ball Z, but they're like going Super Saiyan in like the fourth quarter, saying, hey, we're going to turn up and we're going to focus. The hyper focus in the fourth quarter is just on another level.
Yo, and like what Bridges, like, he reminds me of Steve Urkel, man. And like, he plays like Steve Urkel for 3/4 of the game, and then he gets in the chamber and he comes out like Stefan Urkel. It's like,
it's a crazy analogy.
Like, it's weird how he just turns the switch on and like he just does all the things he does. But we'll just like dumbfounded, like, where was this the whole game? But he always happens to do it at the right place at the right time.
Hey, man, that's sometimes all you need, man. Just the right time at the right moment. The stats don't always have to be great, man. It's playing at the right time. Appreciate the call, Will. Appreciate the call.
It, bro.
All right, man. Let's keep getting through some of these calls. We got Pops, the legend, on the line. Pops, are you there?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Pops?
Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say. I am so super excited. Orange and blue skies everywhere. Let me tell you guys what I was dealing with, and indulge me for a second. My kitchen door completely busted. I had to break the door down while this is going on in the game. My freaking grill, I was barbecuing. I ran out of propane, but it doesn't matter. I'm still happy and glad. Broken kitchen door, meat half cooked. It doesn't matter. Knicks are up 2-0, and we are ready to come back home. That's what counts today, fellas.
Absolutely. That's what counts today. Appreciate the call, Pops. Appreciate the call. Pops is hype, man. He's breaking doors. Does he got propane to grill? JD, he needs some of that propane, man. I don't know if you use propane. I don't know if you use charcoal, but he needs a little fuel, man, to get that grill going. I know you got that grill going in the background right now.
Oh, I definitely do. I got something else cooking up. I'll bring out here soon. CP arrives, but you're the gambler here, and your New York Knicks are now favored -135 to win this series.
Ooh, 135.
They were. What was the odds? Wasn't it like like some wild like number?
Plus
like
800, dude. They were plus 800, plus 900, something like that to open up. I was like, damn. I hope some of you took that, man. You'll be going in the right direction right now.
You know. There's always you're gonna see it too, because there's always somebody that has some extra dough and throws like a stack or two.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, because they throw Hail Marys, and next thing you know, they're winning $10K on a bet.
Oh man. We're gonna see that on X. You best believe. Kino, let's get to Kino, man. Kino, what's going on, bro?
So I'm trying to keep my composure because I'm about to lose my family show mind. I'm out the window. I landed. I ran back up to the top floor and jumped out again. Are you kidding me? Are you telling me that we won a game where Jalen Brunson scored 17 points? Are you telling me that we won the game when OG Anunoby scored 5 points? Are you telling me we won the game when Josh Hart was our leading scorer? Get the family show out of here, Boston. JD, I'm going to say it for you. We win this series, we're going to the chip. Book the flight. Book the flight. You got to be kidding me. All these so-called experts not predicting Boston to play like this again. Put some respect on the wing stop. All right? They're not missing open shots. We're locking up. We are locking up. Knicks in 4. I'm out. Rapid fire.
Knicks in 4. Kino dropping the mic on that one. He said Knicks in 4. Wingstop. Funny enough, they had Wingstop as the sponsor for tonight for TNT. So hey, they knew what was up.
And you know who the NBA wants, right? You know what the NBA office. You know what's the matchup. Somebody tried to tell me today that it was OKC versus the Knicks. I said maybe for the long-term health of the league, maybe. since they're trying to push the Anthony Edwards, the Shea Gilgeous Alexanders. They're trying to push the next generation. But there's still an old head out there that is still marketable, plays in the state of California. And that fan base gives you ratings. That team gives you ratings. And boy, would it be sweet to see a New York Knicks versus Golden State Warriors matchup. I think that's the matchup the NBA wants from from a rating standpoint, right? Look at the storylines. Steph Curry at the guard and Jimmy Butler, former Miami Heat versus OG Anunoby. Dude, Draymond Green versus Cat for 7 games. Draymond Green versus Cat for 7 games.
And Jimmy, man, you can't forget about Minnesota. You know that whole thing out there.
This run
Too many
could be,
storylines.
bro. This run could be special if we can do this, bro. I literally might cry live. Like I might, yo, bro. If we do this, if we have a run, Pistons, Celtics, Pacers, Warriors to a chip, bro. Put me in a casket. Life is good. I've lived my life. I don't need to live anymore. There's nothing for me to do here anymore. I'm good. I'm good. We all got to go there one day. I'm good. I've seen my giant. I've seen the Yankees win, championships. I've seen the Giants win 2 Super Bowls in my prime while I was in school. While I was in college, I seen the Giants win 2 Super Bowls. I went overnight in Times Square when the Giants won that first Super Bowl. I was in Times Square till 8 in the morning and kept going. The Knicks win the championship, bro, with that type of run where it wasn't like the Celtics run last year.
Where everyone was injured?
You beat the Pistons, you beat the Celtics, you go in and beat the Pacers, and then you beat a Warriors and Steph Curry? Bro. Bro, this has to be that we're destined, bro. Because we're up 2-0. I'm either gonna be on legit suicide watch if we don't make it, or this is gonna be the perfect ending to life. Period. Because if we win the chip, bro, Trump is gonna have to call the National Guard, the military. He's gonna have to call his buddies in Russia and get some more help. Bro, this would be crazy, man.
Oh man, craziness indeed. CP, where you at?
Man, I'm just trying to gather my thoughts, bro.
You need to gather your screen and
I'm just trying to gather my thoughts, bro. Real talk. I'm just trying to collect myself right now.
And don't cap. CP, can you believe it? Yeah. I knew it. I
always believed.
Listen, man.
Here we go.
It's okay to say, bro, I can't believe they did this.
No. Listen, man. Listen. I left you in Detroit. After game 2, fam. When you were scared. You were scared of Tim Hardaway Jr. and Malik with the hula dance. Okay? I left you in Detroit. I'm just waiting for my camera. Hang on. I need to get my camera on first. Let me get prepared. Hang on.
You think?
Let me get prepared.
Yeah.
Hang on.
What's covering the camera now?
Let me get prepared.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right. Are we live? Okay.
Yes, you are here, good sir. Welcome to the show. We have over 6,000 people in the chat with us right now, CP.
Oh, whoa. 6,000 people on the check-in.
6.3 to be exact.
Welcome to the number 1 show for the fans, by the fans. Make no mistake, the number 1 show for the Knicks fans, by the Knicks fans. We might have a lot of hate watchers from Boston. They're trying to collect themselves and figure out what is going on because they are shell-shocked right now.
CP, the Celtics would never shoot that poorly again from downtown.
That's what they told us, right? That is what they told us.
It was just an aberration. We're going to come back and win game 2.
Look, I'm not going to lie. I felt the same way. I did. I really did.
Yo, whoa. We just jumped up to 7K.
No, yeah. No. Salute to everybody in the chat. Like, share, and subscribe. First and foremost, like, share, and subscribe. Great job by the team. Tonight is just one of those nights where I'm just proud of everybody, man. I'm proud of the Knicks. I'm proud of Team KFTV. I'm proud of everybody. I'm sure the Garden was rocking. I had to make an executive decision. A shout out to New York Nico. He was there. He was at the watch party. He was like, yo, let's go to MSG. I was like, yo, I got to get home for post game. If I would have went to MSG, I would have never made it back here. You know what I'm saying? But I had to make the executive decision. I had to get back to the number one show for the fans, by the fans. Man, a lot to say, and we got a lot of callers, but I'll just say, man, just very proud of this team's heart, resilience, fight, and just gritty. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. I've not been saying that all year. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty, man. Great job. Another thing I will say is that, look, a lot of people want to play the right and wrong game, and a lot of people are going to call me out because I did say Boston in 6. I did. So I was wrong there. I was wrong there. I will admit that. I gave them a little bit too much respect. However, I was right on a number of things. And where I was right is that, that was
Save yourself. Save yourself.
That was the only thing.
The only thing, the most important one, but it's the only one.
That was the only thing. I was wrong about my prediction. I gave the champs a little too much credit. However, what I was right about is this. For the doomsdayers and we're out in the first round and this team's not going to make it, the playoffs is different. It is a different animal. Forget about when we lost to San Antonio and the Hornets and back-to-back. Oh, this team's not going to make it. I was telling y'all, relax, take the diapers off. That's what I was right about. The reason I say that is because this Knicks team emerging from the Detroit series is battle-tested now. They are battle-tested, and they came out a resilient group. And, when a lot of people in Game 2 tonight, when I got to the watch party and even a preview, and people like, yo, what do you think about this game? I'm like, yo, let's see the first quarter. Let me see. I'm expecting a haymaker from the champs. Let's see how the Knicks respond. And when I watched that first quarter, I was so pissed off because the haymaker didn't come. And the Knicks were just stumbling around, taking bad shots, bad offense, bad passes. And I went through the whole first quarter like, yo, this is another game for the taking. After the one quarter, fellas, I said, this is a wounded team. This is not the champs that we're used to. Take this game. Tatum is not himself. The Porzingis thing, Brown was cooking. He was getting hot, whatever. But overall, I didn't feel that same Boston magic. And so I was angry. I was aggravated that the Knicks were not going out there and taking that for the good part of the 3 quarters. But nevertheless, 20 points down, they come back and get it. And they do it on a night when Cap and Cat didn't have overall great games, but they were timely performances. Timely performances by the captain in crunch time, as he always does. Timely rebounds and putbacks by Karl-Anthony Towns in the fourth quarter. I was right about Mitchie. Don't take Mitchie out of the game. When they tell me, what do you think Mitch is, Bill Russell? You think he's this? No, he's just Mitchie, and he makes a big difference. Watch the games. He didn't even need to come out in the first quarter. Second quarter. When they took him out in the second quarter, I'm like, damn, are we in the bonus?
I didn't like that.
Right? I'm like, yo, are we in the bonus already? I'm like, yo, Thibs, we're not even in the bonus. Why are you taking Mitchie out? It's not about being, whatever people, think that we think he is. It's about just taking up space and being a problem for the other team. Slowing down and disrupting rhythm. Getting rebounds. Mitchell Robinson, the double big lineup is a problem for Boston right now.
Talk on it.
A problem. That is the impact of Mitchie. We didn't have that for 3/4 of the season. It's a different team right now. We showed that in the last game against Boston. Even when we lost, it's a different team. And the other thing that I was right about was that if Cat is not going to be there, and he should have been, because like JD said, they cannot guard him. They don't have one answer for Karl Anthony Towns. And even though the Knicks did not necessarily exploit, they did a little bit in that first half. I liked it when they did. He dominated for a second. And then Campaign takes his heat check from damn near the sideline where Dave Portnoy and them are sitting. Get your ass on the bench. We don't need that. And for the Cam Hive, this is what we talking about with the decision making. And thankful for Thibs, great coaching. You didn't see him again. Out of there.
Thank God.
Messed up the whole rhythm.
All the rhythm.
You ain't coming back in the game. Great job, great coaching by Thibs. But anyway, I digressed. Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges. This is why you trade the picks. And this is the guy from the preseason on. I said, Mikal Bridges has to swing things in the positive direction for this team. Because I can't necessarily count on Towns to come up for me in a big spot. I know Cap is going to be Cap, even though tonight it was a struggle for him. But in between, it's Mikal Bridges, his capability to put the ball on the floor and get you a bucket. The dog was phenomenal defensively. Shout out to OG once again for shutting Tatum down. He was great. And how apropos was it that at the end, it was Wingstop and Mitchie getting the signature stop on Tatum. That was powerful, man. That was powerful. New York grit to the T. Watch party went up in flames. Ainsworth was going crazy. But Mikal Bridges, that in-between in the fourth quarter before Brunson came back in the game, that is the benefit that the Knicks now have that they've never had in the Brunson run. We wanted it to be RJ. He wasn't ready for that. Julius wasn't really around. This is why when you say last year, it's different. Because you have a guy that you can put the ball in his hands when Cap is struggling, when Cat is struggling, and he can get you a good look from 3 levels of the court when he's locked in. Right? It wasn't all 48 for Mikal offensively. It wasn't like that in game 1, but it's been timely again. You're getting timely buckets,
Man.
from Mikal Bridges.
Bro.
That was beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful, bro.
Bro, the fact that Bridges got the steal from Jaylen Brown in game 1, then gets the block on Tatum in game 2 to seal the. You can't script it any better than that.
Yeah.
You can't script it any better than that. My God.
Well, for me, and I gave the game ball to Mitchell Robinson, man. I'm so happy for him because CP, you know how much he's had to deal with this year. The Knicks made a bet on this guy. They made a bet that he was going to get back in time for the most important part of the season. That's the bet they made. Because there's been talks about in the past, the Knicks rushing certain players, not going about certain processes the best way possible, players coming back a little earlier, blah, blah, blah. You saw with the delays and the pushbacks and this and that in the fourth, they made sure that this guy was not back until he was 100% healthy. And it's worked because since he's been back, he's been playing.
Yeah.
And as we said, as I mentioned to you, on the last game, and that this is what's most impressive, CP. He, like I said earlier on the show, I don't know. He may need the offseason to continue to build himself up. He doesn't look as athletic.
Nah.
They threw him the lob. He couldn't even get up at the highest point.
Yeah.
But he's finding a way somehow for a guy that needs every ounce of athleticism, he's somehow having an impact on the game.
Yeah.
A
Bro,
major impact. He's defending the perimeter. And like I said on my tweet earlier, don't think that the only reason that Missoula's trying to scheme him out is because he can't hit free throws. That's one reason, but it's not the only one.
It's not the main one.
The only one.
It's not the
Not
main
the main-
reason either, because they know that with Cat out there, whether it's the double big lineup or you just put Mitch out there instead of Karl Anthony Towns, the way Wingstop is defending, you're not getting good looks from three. Now it's like, oh, how come they're not driving? This team puts up too many threes. You got Mitchell Robinson back there. You want to go test him? Go test him. I dare you. I double dare you. I triple dare you. He's going to block it. He's going to get the board. You're not going anywhere. That's why it's not an aberration. This team is shooting under 40% again. I know that we could talk about Tyler Legs, JD, but it's not an like these guys were getting, like they were trying. Like they tried. Like if you're telling me that Tatum is going to end the game with like under 15 points, like it's because the defense is there and Mitch makes such a huge impact in what Wingstop does.
The dog was once again phenomenal on the defensive end. The dunk on Derek White,
dude.
I don't care if it was a charge. I'm taking that as another phenomenal play. That had the watch party going crazy. I'm sure y'all was going crazy,
bro.
Yeah.
Whoever the ref is that did not count that, get him out of the series. He is man. That man is like Buzz Killington from Family Guy,
bro.
Get him out,
bro. Forget all that. He went 2 of 9. He scored 5 points. He shot 2 of 9, 1 of 4 from 3, scored 5 points. And guess what? I want to give him. Can we give him $100 million more?
right.
Can we raise it up to 300? JD, what are you talking about? He scored 5 points. What do you mean? You know what I mean? Before the game, again, another tweet I posted tonight, CP and Alex, and I said I posted this when they were down 20, and I said one thing that's developing before our eyes that has the Knicks believing that they can win this series is that OG Anunoby is becoming a nightmare matchup for Jason Tatum. And Joe Mazzulla is trying everything to get OG Anunoby off of Jason Tatum. He's trying everything to scheme Anunoby off the screens to get him off of Tatum. That alone is worth the money.
Yeah.
That alone is worth the money. And CP, this is another thing to your point about regular seasons. Remember when we played them and we were like, how come OG didn't play Tatum the whole game? Well, because it's not the playoffs, and maybe sometimes you don't show the whole game plan in game 56 or game 22.
Yeah. So what are you saying? Are you giving credit to the coach? Wait, hang on. Was that the Scotch talking? Is he giving credit to the coach? My fault. I digress, man.
You're not gonna set me up. You're not gonna set me up again.
2 nights in a row. We can't go 2 nights in a row.
You're not setting me up tonight. You're not. I'll tell you one thing. The captain, you know what the captain did? And I said it. He went 17.6 and 19. But CP, Alex, we have Mariano Rivera. Literally, he is Mariano Rivera. Don't talk to me about no other New York player being better than Jalen Brunson. This guy does it. This is October.
Yeah.
This is the playoffs. And in the end, even with him struggling, and I said it too in those possessions where they were bringing Josh Hart. That one time when he scored that little mid-range shot on the elbow with the left, he hit that nice shot over Drew Holiday when he put his body on him. That was one-on-one. And then they were bringing Josh Hart, and I was saying, no, let him go. I have this much confidence in him. He plays better against Holiday without the screen. Unless you're going to send Cat or you're going to send another shooter, don't bring Josh Hart. It's actually going to help their defense on Brunson, and it did. And then he played them in ISO, where he came in and he got the foul. He hit the 2 free throws. You know what he did? He put Drew Holiday right here. You see that? You know where he put him? He threw him in there. He put him in the microwave. He microwaved his ass. That's where he put him.
Let's go. Let's go, man.
That's where he put him.
Let's go.
He can't guard him. They can't guard him, CP. They can't guard him, Alex.
They can't guard him. They
Drew
can't.
Holiday, he in there. Hold on. Let me turn this.
Bro,
Bake
they
you.
can't guard Brunson.
We about to bake him.
They can't guard Cat. They can't guard Brunson. Madison Square Garden is going to be on steroids this Saturday. This Saturday, Game 3, Madison Square Garden is going to be the loudest you've ever heard it. And these guys got to go out there and seal the deal, man. This is why, man, like, I watched this game for the first half, and I love watching the game with the Knicks chick. Shout out to Wifey, man, because we're the yin and the yang when we watch the games, because she's always optimistic. She feels like we'll come back even if we down 20 with a minute left. And I'm just pissed. I'm pissed. So I'm pissed.
Well, we did it again, CP, by the way. She was right. We were down 20 again tonight.
We were down 20 again. And I'm pissed. She said, what did I say? I said, we've been here before. I'm pissed because I'm like, yo, we are playing around. You know, Tatum is not impactful. Brown is whatever. You know, yeah, he was cooking hard in the first half, but he's still not Brown. White's not doing this white thing. Porzingis is sick. Like, we have this. I saw it in the first quarter. I was like, yo, take this game. And we're stumbling, bumbling around. We're turning the ball over. You know, it was frustrating, man. But again, a cardiac Nick affair. And you just see in the fourth quarter, keep it close. Like I say, keep it close for Cap. Keep it close. Cap will take us home. And as a collective, they did. And like I said, man, to see that last play with Mitch, OG, and Bridges, you saw the vision from Leon. You saw the vision come together on that last play. It was poetic justice, man. Beautiful.
Even with Deuce McBride out there, man, I've been asking for the all defense lineup, and Thibs keeps going to them in situational. I'm like, that's the most beautiful thing to see, because Celtics are struggling. They struggle, man. They don't got an answer for any of that stuff. But you know who the Celtics need, CP and JD? Do you know who the Celtics need? They need Morgan and Morgan, guys. They need Morgan and Morgan. And let me tell you something about Morgan and Morgan. With over $25 billion recovered for over 500,000 clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record for fighting to get you full and fair compensation. In Florida, a client received $12 million after the insurance company's best offer was just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a client was awarded $26 million, a staggering 40 times the insurance company's original offer of $650,000. Okay? Morgan & Morgan has been around for over 35 years. They've been fighting for the people, just like you and me. And now the Celtics, they're going to need some help. They have over 100 offices and more than 1,000 lawyers nationwide. When hiring Morgan & Morgan, it's like hiring an army that has your back. If you are injured by the negligence of another, you deserve to be paid. When you hire the wrong law firm, you may be beat before you start. All law firms are not the same. So if you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go forthepeople.com/KFTV or dial #law #529 from your cell phone. That's FOR forthepeople.com/KFTV or #law #529 from your cell. This is a paid advertisement.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a new microwave.
Yeah.
You know, you should have Morgan & Morgan for what the Celtics just did to you.
Look at this. Call Morgan & Morgan for me, or for Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
Got my microwave baked up now. It's all good.
Baked up. Yo, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Oh my God, what a crazy night. Tri-State area Saturday is going down. We will be back at the Ainsworth, man. If you guys missed the Ainsworth watch party experience, it's been crazy. But we'll be back there starting at 1:30 with a surprise Knicks alumni guest. We are working with the team to bring another guest over. Those of you that experienced the John Starks show and meet and greet, it was a fantastic experience, seamless experience. And so we're going to do another one of those on Saturday with a new Knicks alumni. So make sure you stay tuned for further announcements. TM, go ahead and throw the newsletter link in there, so we make sure that people who do join the newsletter will be notified first via email about Saturday. We're finalizing with the team who's going to be coming through and what time. But yeah, 1:30 is going to be the deal. And then, fellas, Bleacher Report has confirmed if there is a Game 5, we will be doing a Bleacher Report live show from the watch party. So just letting y'all know that, just to put that on your calendar, if necessary. I should put that.
Emphasis on if, right, CP?
Yes. If. Man, oh man.
Yo, send me a KFTV microwave, man. Yo, you know when you do something, you hype, and then after, damn, what was I doing, man? I was gonna make some hot pockets. Now I can't do nothing.
It's all right, man.
All glass is shattered, man. I gotta clean this up, man. Send me the KFTV microwave. Ship one over, man.
Yeah,
freaking Drew Holiday.
It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Al, let's go to the phones, man. Who we got?
Yo, man, we got a lot of people on the phones. All right, let's get back to it. Who we got here? Let's go to Grabba. Grabba, are you there right now?
Yo,
what up? How you feeling?
listen, man. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. If the Knicks win, we riot. ECW One Night Stand 2006. If Cena wins,
Classic.
we riot.
Classic. That was a classic show.
If the Knicks win, we riot. They're gonna have to shut down all 5 boroughs. Every bridge, tunnel into the city gonna have to be shut down. We rioting. We outside. We going crazy. We up 2-0. Mitchie is not no snitchy. Let me say something about Mitch, all right? Shout out to Cody Glock. Step for
Shout out
step
to the
with
Glock.
JT on that last play. Drove him straight into the dog pound. You saw he drove straight into the dog pound. Come on, man. Box him up, man. Like I said, there's levels to this. JB missed the 4th quarter. JT not on that level, man. We really out here. All I'm gonna say is, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord.
Yes,
It's lit in here.
sir.
It's a family in here. We a family. We real New York. We all families, all love. Let's get this done for the city. TP,
Yo.
JD,
Yo.
Alex. I love y'all. I love this team. I love this city. Let's go, man.
Listen, man. Let's go. Shout out my guy, Sean Shepard. He said, Mitch was a plus 19 tonight, a plus 13 in game 1. Hey, like I told y'all, play Mitch. Keep it simple. Just play Mitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all always be talking about Mitch like he's this, like he's Mitch. He wins. You know what I mean? You put Mitch in, they win games. Just make sure you pass it to him correctly. That's all.
They did the right thing and not try to needle some passes, 2 feet in and bullet them.
Right. That's it. That is a Block Nest Monster effect. That is what we called in the Block Nest Monster. Like I told you, Al, you know the deal, right? As the commissioner of the nickname commission, everybody doesn't get nicknames like that. You know what I'm saying? We saw the impact when we called him the Block Nest Monster from year 1. When we called him Mitch Please from year 1. We saw that.
Clear as day, man. I think he led the league as a rookie in efficiency. It was clear. Dude, I will say, I need to see Mitchell Robinson win a ring with this team. I need to see that happen. There's nothing more that would bring me greater joy than the guy who has been around the longest. The longest tenured Nick, CP.
He deserves all of this, man. He deserves all of this, man.
Such an impactful player. This is the biggest trade deadline acquisition. Was not doing anything and keeping Mitchell Robinson.
That's why when people's like, "Oh, let's go get Valanciunas." No,
he can't. Bro, when people were saying that, and
I'll take
Richards,
with
Nick Richards.
Let's go.
Valanciunas, who can't defend. Yeah, he would have been great this series.
Let's go. That's why you keep Mitchie, man. Al, who else we got on the line, man? Who else we got?
Yo, we got Ashwin on the line, man. He's
Let's
been
go to India.
waiting.
Let's go to India here for my guy. Let's go.
CP, JD, Alex.
Let's
It's been
go.
another beautiful morning for me. Waking
Yes,
up at 4:30 has never been more beautiful for me. But
Let's go.
but first thing, CP, I have been so much critical about Hart. And in
Yes.
last game before you were here, I gave my game flowers of the first game to Josh Hart, and he has been amazing.
Mhm.
You are the conductor. You conduct my apology to Josh Hart.
Let's
Okay.
go.
And the second thing, during the game of Pistons versus Knicks in Game 5, I was foaming at mouth at Thibs. But this game, I give my flowers to Thibs. Yes, Mikal. Yes, OG. Yes, Hart. Yes, obviously. But this game, when Brunson was shooting the free throws, Thibs subbed Mitch, not because not because he thought he guessed that Celtics might just play through. They won't call timeout, and
Yeah.
they did that. And Mitch, my God, Cody is gonna have a field day with this. Mitch completely shut down Tatum's right hand,
Yeah.
and while he stayed 5-6 feet far from Tatum, but Tatum
Yeah.
did not rise up to shoot. You know why? Because in the regular season, when Mitchie clapped the hand and swatted the ball out of Tatum's 3-point attempt,
He was shook.
he put the fear. He put the fear of God in Tatum
He was shook.
in that moment. So he had only one option, two drive left, and then OG came up, and then whatever was written, that was history. It's I was like you. I thought Celtics will win in 6. I was so wrong, and I will never be happy to be wrong.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
hope they come out with the same energy in Game 6. Amazing. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
It's been really amazing.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Shout out
I
to my
want to see
guy
that
Ashwin
smug.
in India,
I
man.
want to see that smug face of Brian Windhorst today.
Yeah.
He was so smug
Talk
in the
that
game.
talk.
I want to
Pull
see
that
that smug.
Windhorst.
I want to see how smug his face today.
Yeah. Talk that talk. Throw some fives in the chat, man. My guy Ashwin from India, always coming with the smoke. We know what we're talking about. I don't know. I think the Celtics gave that one up. Nah. Let's see what he has to say tomorrow. Go ahead, JD. You know me? He's
I'm
speechless.
good.
Oh,
I'm speechless, and I just saw $100 super chat from J Cal.
yes, here we go. Shout out to J Cal in the building. He says we rope a dope. $100 super chat first and foremost says we rope a dope the NBA. They had no idea. Let me zoom in on my joint. He says they had no idea how good we are. Family show Boston in the Discord. Okay, he's in the Discord. We got to go to him. Let's get to him. Let's get him in here. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of people on the Discord right now. Okay.
Yeah, we got a lot of people.
We got a shit ton of people on the Discord. Pardon my
Family
French.
show, CP. Family show.
Family show.
Forget it.
Brought
we
J
up
Cal
2-0.
up, man.
Oh, you got him in. All right, now go ahead. You know what you're doing. All right, J Cal, let's go.
Been a while, J Cal. How you feeling, man?
He
Can you
has,
believe this?
He's also deafened. So I don't. Okay, there we go. He's getting ready. We ready.
What's up,
Jake.
fellas? Can you hear me?
Loud.
Yeah, we
Yes.
can hear you.
Loud and clear, baby.
Oh my lord, how many years we've been here? How many years we've been here waiting for
Let's
this?
Let's go.
Come on now. We
Let's
went in
go.
all in on Bridges. 5 picks, 4 picks, I don't care. OG, max contract. We got these guys in here for what reason? Why did we get him, CK? Why did we get him,
This-
JD?
For this moment, for this matchup.
This moment. We got them to stop Boston. JD, what did we do?
We're stopping Boston.
Stop at Boston. We rope-a-doped the entire league. They had no idea how good we were. We can
Talk that
flip
talk.
the switch. It is not a fluke. These guys have a switch. They flipped it in Detroit. They flipped it game 1, and they flipped it game 2. They can flip the switch whenever they want. We Kaiser Sosa'd Boston. They're disgraceful. Boston is disgraziad. It's a disgraceful team. 25% from three. This game, last game, 25% from three. I know everybody's going to say, oh, they shot badly. Hey, how about we play defense well? How about that?
Speak on it, J. Cal. Speak on it. They're just like
This
it's
is
just,
the most
it's just
amazing moment
disrespectful
for
at this
Knicks
point.
fans. This is what it was like in the 90s when we were in these dog fights.
Facts.
And it's better. It's even better. The heart this team has, and you know, Thibs is evolving. He's making changes. He rope-a-doped KnicksFanTV. We thought he couldn't change. He got to the playoffs, said, you know what? Let me switch it up a little bit. Let me change what I'm doing. And my God, that OG Anunoby dunk where they reversed it, my heart sank. That's when they went on that crazy run. And I'm watching it unfold.
Yeah.
Up another three. Up a layup. And I'm like, wait a second. Is this happening again? Because this is deja vu all over again. This just happened 48 hours ago. Did I put the replay on? Or am I watching game two?
You know what, though, J. Cal? Like you said it, man. This is what it was like in the 90s. And this is why, I always went after the panic watchers, the we're out in the first round, the doom and gloomers. I'm like, you don't know what's going to happen in the playoffs. And this team has showed that much in the last 2 years of the playoffs. You don't know. Even when the last two series, like 2 years ago when we first got Brunson, that Cleveland series was a toss-up. Some people were going Cleveland, some people were going Knicks. It wasn't a slam dunk, right? And we dominated them in a gentleman's sweep. We got that. It's the same thing with the Philly series. You didn't know. This is why you watch. Because in the playoffs, that is when these guys can elevate their games. And with Cap, it's there. You got to keep it close, and he will help you get to the promised land. But now you got Mikal doing it, OG's doing it, and we have a healthy team, the healthiest team in the playoffs right now.
What happened with the minute police? Everybody's crying minute police. You know what? We have the most conditioned team in the league. What happened?
The most conditioned team, right? And Cleveland, who Atkinson was like, oh, I'm resting these guys. We're going to play 11 deep and make sure Donovan doesn't get hurt. They're down 0-2 with 3 guys out right now.
And he says after the last game that they ran out of gas.
They ran out of gas.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't it look like Donovan Mitchell was exhausted by the end of that game where he's just, can't handle it?
Call 911 for that kid. He was exhausted. And man, I just shout out Bridges. You know, I know we forget about him on the team. Everybody's giving him a hard time about the picks, and he's kind of humble. But when he wants to flip the switch, he's like, okay, yeah, you know what? Let me put up a couple threes. Yeah. And let me catch an inbound pass. No, that's my ball. Let's take it out of your hands. He has another level as well. And it all starts with the head of the snake. Captain sets an example. Everybody can do a little bit more. Everybody had, like you say, CP, he has a bad game. What does he do the next game? He comes back harder.
Oh.
Much harder.
Cap in the Garden game 3? Oh my God. He might go for 40. He might go for 40, bro. I'm telling you right now. Cap game 3 might go for 40.
These guys are so mentally soft. I cannot believe that they blew 2 20-point leads, whatever it was in game 1. I don't know what the peak was.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. They totally collapsed. And then Stool Presidente, he's out here. Oh, gentleman sweep. It's not even going to be a gentleman sweep. You know what?
What's that fool talking about right now? Are you calling him out? Are you bringing him on? On Friday?
Time. 1 million followers on Twitter. I told him, you okay, little buddy? Okay, little buddy?
You got to bring Dave Portnoy onto the show on Friday, man. Are you bringing him on?
You got to bring him in.
You got to bring him in.
I mean, I've had him on the pod before. We got to bring him on KnicksFanTV to do a little appearance.
Bring him on board, man. Bring him on board, man.
Bring him on board.
We'd love to talk to him.
I just shout out JD, shout out Alex. Great job. You guys, holding it down for CP. We love you guys. And
man.
This is the greatest community ever, man. I can't tell you, it's when I left New York for Cali and Texas, I lost the community. I didn't have WFAN. I didn't have it. And now I enjoy this community as much as I enjoy the games. Salute to you, CP the Fanchise. I'm out.
Salute to J Cal, man. Love you, man. And man, incredible night. And these are the nights, man. Like I said, you know, this is for me, this is for the younger generation. This is for the younger generation, man. You know, for us, our memories in how we got closer to this team was in the 90s, like J Cal said. And for the older generation, it was in the 70s, the 80s, and with Bernard's years, even though they didn't have as much success. But this is for the youngsters, man. You know, the youngsters who thought that, you know, Linsanity was like a crazy. No. No disrespect. This is the time when you get closer to this team. These moments. This is for the youngsters, man. Like, I'll never forget. It was either game one it was game one during that 21-0 run against the Pistons. I'm in the Garden, and we were sitting next to a family of fans, and the dad was a big KFTV supporter, and he had, like, young kids, and the youngest little guy, he must have been, like, same age as my son, maybe 6. And when they're going on a 21-0 run and I'm waving my towels, I look down and it's the little guy. He's flexing on me. He's going crazy. So we dap each other up. I'm like, yeah, let's go. You know, yeah, like he's literally like going crazy. So, you know, it's those type of moments, man, that, you know, for the younger generation, these are the type of moments you don't forget. The Dante shot last year, similar thing. And so this is how the Knicks fandom becomes a generational thing, and why you don't worry about the regular season. As soon as you get to the postseason, that is when the real money time starts. And these guys are they're on another journey, on another level, and they have the ability to. This is changed. You know, things have changed now, man. We've gone from yeah, we'll win the first round by and large, for the most part, majority thinking, to, you know, we'll win the first round, but we're not beating Boston, to we're up 2-0, right? Like, we're in a commanding lead, and we look like through 2 games, even though we've had to come back from 20 down, to me, we still look like the better team.
It's
So
not better.
Let's see if we can show that in the 3 and 4 games.
and we look like we have the best player in the series.
We do.
Oh yeah, that's the.
For
I
a
mean,
second consecutive series.
We do.
Because while the other guy is shooting 13 shots in the fourth quarter, making 4, and has no idea, you know, we gave him a little gimme there with the straight line play. Our guy doesn't need to do all that. Just gets in the clutch, boom, 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 miss 1 shot, makes 2, makes 2 free throws. That's 3 out of 4 in terms of opportunities in the clutch that he converted on. Because not only was that jumper over Holiday, who's still cooking in here. Don't worry, Holiday. I'm gonna make sure you look darker than what you look already. You're gonna look good in here in a second. After he hit that jump shot on him, how about the layup over Al Horford? That's not an easy layup, bro. Al Horford is 6'9", 6'10". That was not an easy layup. You talk about the bunny that he missed earlier, and then how about those 2 free throws? Brunson has a little tendency here and there where he be missing a little free throw here and there. You be like, ah, but in the clutch, he doesn't miss them.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, we got the best player in the series, and as you mentioned, through 2 games, we win 2 in Boston, bro. Like,
Boston. Don't let up.
And we haven't even played a consistent game. We haven't played our best game yet.
We haven't been our best. We have not been our best. But that's why, to me, this game, that's why I was angry at this game for the 3 quarters. Because I'm like, yo, this is, we can take this right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have been much more satisfied, Al, if we would have got washed, like super washed, where it's just like no doubts. Like Tatum,
it's like game two. We already know how it's going to go.
Game 2 vibe, you know, the refs is there. Tatum going for 30. They splashing threes. But I saw a game from the first quarter that we could win.
Mm-hmm.
Took them a little while, and they woke up.
You know when we should have known, CP, that this team is locked in? because I think Pat Ewing came in thinking he was going to play too.
The big fella came through. Oh,
Daniel, throw that intro in there, Daniel. I got to send you that. That on the screen, bro, because I'm like, yo, is Pat Ewing suit up? Walking in there like he still got, he could give you 6 and 5.
Let me say something. Yeah, go ahead, Al. Go ahead.
Yo, don't forget, Pat. Grew up in this area. He grew up in Cambridge, so he lives right across the river around here.
Bro.
All right, he still lives on that same. I think he was on Putnam out there.
Bro, when I saw the big fella coming in, I said, nah. We ready for tonight.
Yo, he's dressed all in black. He's got the hat on.
Bro,
he's ready to go.
He got the game day walk. You saw the game day. You see the way he walking in?
He never lost it.
Yo, you know, guys, CP, you know this for a fact.
Never lost it, bro.
He's home. He's with his family. They probably cooked up some good Jamaican food. He had the oxtail. He had the stewed peas and rice. He came. He was like, "I'm ready for this matchup. I'm ready." He's rocking the chain out. Look at this, man. He's got the chain hanging.
I kid you not. I was driving. I was making my way to the watch party. I saw this video. I saw the video on the SOR, bro. I had cheek to cheek smiles, bro. Anything Patrick Ewing does, I'm always like happy. Like the littlest things. You know what I'm saying? And I saw this, and it got me ready for the game, bro. You know what I mean? Like once I saw him coming in with the squad, it felt like a boxing match. Like, yo, we ready. Let's go. Let's go.
And since he's honestly, this clip right here is gonna be his most memorable one since he's been away. Because like it's not the same when you see the players sitting on the sidelines, like they're not in their element.
Yes,
right. So it's like that's why you got so emotional. That's why I got so.
I got emotional, man.
That's why I posted it and got like 2,000 likes on it. That's why everybody's talking about it, because we saw him for the first time in his element. He's walking right, like he looked legitimately like a player that was coming in to play a game.
Yeah,
and it made you also think, aside from the positive of today's team, it kind of gave you like that feeling of, man, I miss him, man. I miss those days.
Bro, but that's what J. Cal was talking about, the 90s. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, the playoff feeling. It's different, man. Like, it's
Bro, he walked in with, look at that. You could just feel it, the toughness, the 90s, that grit. And then you see the team, and it's like there's some synergy here going on, CP.
Yeah. Bro, I felt like a kid again, like Daniel put NBA on NBC. Like, I just felt that, and so that's why I was so frustrated at the beginning. Like, yo, man, y'all not eating your food right now, and they made it a lot more exciting in the end. So that's just what it is, man. Happy to be on the winning side of things. The Garden's gonna be crazy.
What's the game plan for Game 3? You going? What you doing? What we doing? What's the game plan? Game 3?
I'm in the Garden. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. I'm in the Garden, man. Yeah, I got those joints early. But no, like I said, we're working with the team. We're trying to figure out who the alumni is going to be coming through. We had Starks on the first one, game 1 for the Pistons series. We'll see who's coming through to the Ainsworth on Saturday. We're going to start at about 1:30. Game time is 3:30. And that's the plan. And then, like I said, if there is a game 5, we'll be doing that with Bleacher Report at a venue to be named. So Bleacher Report has hit us up. They want us to do the production live from the venue, and we'll be doing that. So that's the plan. So Al, we'll have to get you down from Beantown. I think that's a Wednesday.
I'll be good to go. I'm not even worried.
Yeah, so it'll be good, and JD will be here. All right. So to everybody in the chat, once again, like, share, and subscribe. I just got another, KnicksFanTV.com is going crazy. For some reason, after this win, everybody wants to buy merch. So shout out to Gardy Excellent down in Lake Worth, Florida, man. Gardy just got his Against All Odds playoff t-shirt. And what was so funny, fellas, is when I woke up this morning, and I always post the back page of the New York tabloids, or newspapers rather, the Daily News back page. What did it say?
Against all odds.
Against all odds. Against all odds. There we go, man. So get your Against All Odds playoff merch at KnicksFanTV.com. By tomorrow morning, we will have the watch party, the Game 3 watch party link available for the Ainsworth. And it's looking like it's going to be good weather as well. So the inside will be open. You have stadium TVs everywhere, but the rooftop will also be open, and you will also have stadium TVs and TVs around the bar. It's going to be a nice night. I think it's going to be about 70s that day on Saturday. So that's the benefit of the Ainsworth. We got a lot of rooms that you guys can enjoy the game. But yeah, make sure you go to KnicksFanTV.com, get your Against All Odds playoff merch to support us. Okay.
CP. So we've gotten up to 7,800.
Yeah.
Is what I hear. But after an hour and a half, still going. How many do we have? Are we still going on strong?
Yeah, we got 6,000. 6,000 right now. 6,000 in the building.
Strong.
By the way, this is the second most. Shout out to TM for this tidbit. This is the second most viewers of all time in KFTV history when we hit 7.8K. Second to the 10.7 when Bridges trade happened.
That Bridges trade, we hit 10. No, that was a cat trade, Al, that we hit 7.
Yes, come on.
We hit 10.
Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bridges was the 10.7.
Yeah, yes, Bridges, we hit 10.
Yeah.
We hit 10. Again, just proud of the team. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to CK, Daniel, Gamba, Tyler. These nights when we have these type of numbers and the machine is just running,
And how about
we've come a long way.
Closing in on that plaque?
Yeah, we almost there. 100,000 subscribers. We almost there, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Keep on going and keep supporting the machine. We definitely appreciate that. Shout out to the rhyme animal Chuck D. Fells, $50 super chat. Says family show the sucker ticks is Celtics. Family show the analysts and family show the doubters. Family show them damn picks. 48 minutes of ugliness, conditioning, relentlessness. When a professional team finds an edge on a team, look out. Man up, fan up, Knicks Nation Church. Salute to Ryan Animal Chuck D, man.
Said 48 minutes of ugliness. So you should have added family show, good basketball, beautiful basketball. Family show that too.
48 minutes of ugliness, man. I have my game 2 theory when it's like I just feel like, look, Reggie, I think Reggie on the and it's funny. Somebody at the watch party when Brunson went to the line and it started to quiet down, somebody like, "Shut up, Reggie," and everybody started going crazy. Well, I think it was when like Reggie was saying like, "Oh man, the referees are calling even on both sides." I was like, "Even on both sides? Hell no!"
No.
Bro, you could even breathe on the Celtics.
Bro, but again, that's the game 2 whistle that I'm expecting. You know what I'm saying?
How about this?
Yeah.
How about this, guys? When you talk about what they accomplished, you talk about the whistle, you talk about how they stopped calling fouls after Cat was dominant. The officiating crew tonight, the Boston Celtics this season were 13-0 with them. They were 13-0 with this officiating crew, and tonight they got their first loss. So before the game, when they reported that, you already know it was a setup. Everybody was talking about the setup because when you look at the OKC score right now, OKC's up 114-76. I think that's how many
by 40 something.
Bro, there's still a minute and a half left in the third.
Jeez.
I think something like that is how some people felt in the national media that tonight's game was going to go with the Celtics. Like everybody thought the Knicks were just happy to get one. They did their job, which, hey, listen, nobody wants to hear that, but they did do their job. They went in here, they got one. They forgot that the Knicks said that ain't enough, man. We didn't come here just to get one. we this is Wall Street over here. We're greedy. They went there with that Wall Street mentality. We come in here with greed, Americans' greed on NBC, and it happened on TNT. Yeah, boy.
Oh man, you know what's funny? Seeing Neil Long tweet, "Let's family show New York Knicks, baby." You know she got some feelings against the Celtics for some reason. We all know what happened a few seasons ago.
Yeah.
Well, Nia, don't worry, Nia. You can come this way. I'm not going to Udoka you.
Shout out to
the
Luca.
garden.
Shout out to Luca Boxeri. Says CP, that watch party had me losing my mind. Yeah, that's the watch party experience, man. It was a fantastic night again, back-to-back nights. And shout out to everybody that was at the Ainsworth. Again, you know, it's what, like, that's the thing about the watch parties. Like, you're in the trenches together. Everybody's in there together, man. So win, lose, or draw, you know, we're all experiencing the highs, the lows, and everything in between together. And my table was dope. It was me, wifey. Shout out to New York. Nico came through. Triple M was at the table. And shout out to the Glockster. The Glockster pulled up. Cody Glock was there, man. So it was me, wifey, Triple M, New York Nico, and Cody Glock at the table, man. So it was
he had to be hyped for Mitch then, CP.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
He had to be going crazy.
Yeah. So Cody Glock and Nico went to the Garden after the game. And like I said, I had to make the executive decision. So I had to come back here for post game.
Yo, let me get through some of these super chats because I didn't realize how many that we have because there's a lot and we're gonna be here all day. Shout out to Ant Banks for becoming a new Fanchise channel member. We got Alexandra Tunglin. Shout out to you for becoming a Fanchise channel member as well. Never Forgive Action. Shout out for the $10 super chat. He said, "Our time is now. Let's take the leprechaun's heart." What else we got? We got Brooklyn Ed. Shout out to you for becoming a Fanchise channel member. Shout out to Santana for being a Fanchise channel member with the $5 super chat. Said CP, Alex, JD, CK, we need to start at 10 sharp. We can't wait. Don't worry, man. We started. What else we got here? We got
just zoom it on mute. Mute Zoom and it won't.
All right. King of Judah. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat. We got No Longer. Shout out to you for the $10 super chat. Says, gotta give the Pistons respect now. I guess for getting us ready. We got Steve Underhill. Shout out to you for being a Fanchise channel member for 15 months. He said, family show them picks. Rare Edition. Shout out to you for being a Fanchise channel member and for the $10 super chat. We had no business winning that game, but you know what? Boston had no reason to lose that game. Points taken away, referees with the whistles, and they out rebounded us. Let's go. Knicks against all odds. Yeah, man. What else we got here? We got Stop the Panic with this $2 super chat. Says Knicks really been trolling us all season. Knicks in 7. Abdul from San Diego. Shout out to you for being a Fanchise channel for 20 months. Let's family show go. Salute and family show those picks. Everyone's saying forget those picks, guys. Everyone's saying forget those picks. Leonard Tafro. Shout out to you for becoming a Fanchise channel member. We got I don't even know how to pronounce this one. We got I'm gonna just say G Cat with the $2 euro. Shout out to you. We got Eric. Shout out to you for becoming a Fanchise channel member. What else we got in here? We got Mogul. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Says Brunson is Spider-Man. We got one in New York. We got Eldon Tostico with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you for being a Fanchise channel member as well. Take those 5 picks and stick them straight up your. All right, man. We can't say that out loud. Let's go, Knicks. It was pretty, but it was great. Huh?
No, I was just joking. I was saying family show.
Okay. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. Salute KFTV. We got a $2 super chat from GQ. Shout out to you for being a Fanchise channel member. This is our team, our New York Knickerbockers. We got Walt, New York Knicks, with the $2 super chat. Shout out to you. We got We the Captain Now. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat as well. We got CP cackling over here.
I'm sorry. I'm just watching these watches. Shout out to Nico, man, who captured it. It's just going crazy. The Knicks chick is just going absolutely ballistic at this. So I'm just laughing. Yeah.
Yo, Maria had to have been going crazy because
Yeah.
every time that we meet up, the Knicks have been getting smoked.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know she's crazy passionate.
Yeah.
And everybody's been waiting for this moment. So,
The Knicks chick is joining us.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
I can't hear you guys.
No. Baby, put your Zoom on mute. And Discord audio.
CP's on one side, she here on the other side. Yo, get on mute. You in the other room, get on mute.
Like a true couple. Hey, Pat, did you hear me?
Yo, what you Alex,
Not in the same house.
Alex, what you don't know is like if he was to turn the camera just a little bit, she's right next to him.
Oh man.
But yeah, I would say like I know she's like Miss Optimistic. So I'm curious to know what she thinks now.
Oh, we got the Knicks chick on the Discord.
on?
There we go. There you
Do you
are.
hear us? Do you hear us?
Let's go.
Do you hear us?
I hear you guys.
I was saying that literally I didn't even know you were gonna pop in, but I was asking CP. I wonder how Maria was because every time we meet up, we always get smoked. I know how passionate you are. You're known as Miss Optimistic. So I'm curious to know, like, where's your mind at with what's going on right now?
Ask CP what song I was singing in his ear, literally in the second quarter. What song was I singing?
Which one?
What song do I always sing to?
Babe, I'm smacked right now. You got to tell me. You got to refresh my memory because I'm kind of.
Oh my God! All right. First of all, negative Nancy over there from the opening tip was like, "This is how he was sitting when I came in. They're not doing nothing. They're not doing nothing." I said, "Yo, it's game 2. You know they were gonna come out strong. They're reigning champions. Like, what did you expect?" So then I got in his ear and I said, "Babe, don't stop believing." And that's what I sing to him every time because he's so negative. And that's why when we got down 20, I was like, we've been here before. I'm okay with this. We were just here 2 days ago. Like, I felt completely optimistic the whole time. A little part of me even crazily thinks that evil genius Thibs doesn't even want us to be up in the first half. Like, he doesn't even want them to make adjustments. Like, that's what part of me thinks. I'm like, I'm good. We're down 20. I'm good. Nothing even matters till the fourth. That's when JB turns it on. Mikal can't hit a shot in the first half. He doesn't know how to. So none of it even matters until the second half. I was good. The whole game.
That is sick and twisted. That is sick and twisted. Thibs is just waiting till the fourth quarter just to turn things up. Good Lord.
That's the only thing I could think of. When he said Cam sit down, I was like, this man is really crazy. He said punishment.
Yeah. Get his head. Oh my God. That KP check was crazy, bro. That was disrespectful, man.
So Mr. I always knew was gonna happen was down a little bit, Maria. Huh?
Don't even listen to him. Nobody out there listen to him. Nope.
Oh.
That man was
interesting.
Let me tell you, I don't think he did his bets today. I don't know if he did. He would have probably put money on the Celtics. He did not think we were going to win this game today.
Wow.
Even listen to him. I'm going to tell you that right now. He had the Celtics on, the arms crossed when I came in, talking about they not playing the way they're supposed to play. The Celtics is injured. The Celtics is. I said, the Celtics.
Is that what I said on the show? That's what I said on the show. They're not taking care of their business right now. That's why I was tight.
I disagree with you. I think they were. The Celtics being injured has nothing to do with anything. Everybody was on the floor. It would be different if it was you talking about the Cavaliers, who had 3 men play a very important role sitting on the bench. The Celtics, whether or not they were injured, guess what, baby? You on the floor, you can't make excuses. Because I bet you anything, Jalen Brunson doesn't feel 100%. I bet you anything.
No. However, I will say, this is what I'm saying. They were not playing it clean. They were sloppy. Can we agree on that?
It was game 2 in the reigning champions arena. 2 days later after an overtime win. I don't think they were sloppy. There was some open threes. There was some. Listen, but also no CP. Hold on, because also the Celtics reacted appropriately. Game 1 was one of the first games where the Knicks finally started switching defensively. You don't think that Coach Mazzulla has at least a half of a brain to be able to now sit and react to that? He did. That's why I was saying in the second half, I'm like, I don't know that we actually should be switching anymore, because every time they switch, guess who's open? K friggin' P. So you don't
keep going.
I don't
Keep
think that
going.
was sloppy. I think you were putting it on us instead of on them.
Keep going. You cooking. So this is Casey A. Smith here. This is what you're telling me. This is what you're telling me. You're telling me that if you would have opened FanDuel Sportsbook, you would have opened one of these apps, he was gonna put he could have put a bet
money on Derek White hitting 4 threes. He would have put money on us losing by more than I guarantee.
Here is what I put. I'll tell you what I put.
Let's see it.
On Underdog. We don't do FanDuel here on this show. On the number one show for the fans. We do Underdog.
I didn't know I said that. I'm sorry. Underdog it is.
Yeah. I did cap higher than 26.5.
What else?
I thought he was gonna have a better game.
Them the whole story. What else?
I did. Derek White higher than 4.5 rebounds. Rebounds.
It doesn't matter. Rebounds leads to second chance points. It doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, that's even worse because they out-rebounded us by 10 rebounds in the last game. So that's even worse that you did that.
That's why I'm smart.
Yeah.
And I went with Carlo Towns for higher than 18.5.
From now on, Maria's coming after every post game because we need to know the real story.
Hang on.
We need to know the truth.
Yeah, but Towns had 21, so I hit on that. Yeah. I didn't hit on Brunson.
And notice, Alex, he was talking about the credibility of his Boston in 6 prediction. Like,
what do you mean?
So I think he was trying to protect that. I think that's what his.
I still want money in Underdog. What are we talking about? I'm smart. I just didn't hit on cap with the higher than 26.
Now I gave you proof, Alex. I played an audio live.
Yeah.
When the show started, there was 3 minutes left in the fourth, and I played a WhatsApp audio that I sent to George from into the Knicks verse. Yeah, and I told him, shout out to George. I told George with 3 minutes left in the fourth, and I said, George, and I played it here. I'm not gonna play it again because there's an F-bomb there. And I said, George, no matter what happens here in these next 3 minutes, my take of the night, what I've learned tonight is the Knicks, the fan base should have a new expectation. They should win this series.
Absolutely.
They should. This is what I've learned. It's no longer about competing. Can we hang with them? Can we make it competitive? Can we take it to 6 or 7? No. Now what I've learned, there's still 3 minutes left in this game. They can go home 1-1. They should win this series. But no, Mr. Casey A. Smith.
Hang on.
Is negative Nancy way before.
Why am I negative Nancy? Because
you had no faith in us from 2 minutes in the game. We down
expectations from 2 minutes into the game is that we should be dominating.
That makes no type of sense to me.
I'll get to the calls. I win.
You already said you're not going to win this argument with me. First of all, I will keep going until I win. Second of all, you're not going to win.
I already won.
No, I heard.
I was pissed because they should have been winning.
So Maria, so when they call the commercial break, so after the commercial, they switched the OG Anunoby 3, and they switched it to 0, and then it went 6 or 7-0. That's when he gave up.
I didn't give up. I was boiling at that point. I was no, for real. Once she got there,
waitress, I need another drink. Waitress, where's it?
Yeah, I was vexed, bro. I was vexed because I felt like we was playing with our food. I felt the temperature. I took the temperature. I said, okay, we should be eating. But hey, we got it done at the end.
I don't understand how you expected us to be eating when you said yourself, I heard you on this platform, the number one show for the fans, by the fans this week, all week, saying that you thought that you were going to see a big Celtics reaction. You saw it. What are you surprised by?
And he panicked under the reaction. He panicked. He panicked worse than an allergic reaction. He had a real life reaction. He panicked.
Yes.
Casey A. Smith panicked.
Put him in the house.
Al, you see this, Al? You see how he's trying to compensate from the Detroit series? He's trying to.
That's why. This is how you know he's losing the argument. Let's get. Forget that. Let's get to the calls. Next segment. Al, read the sponsoring. Come on.
Let's get
anything. Just let me. Let's just anything. Let's just switch the topic.
Why do I feel like I'm Jerry Springer right now watching a family feud going on right now? Good Lord.
Hold on. We got to bring Triple M into the mix.
This is what passion is, people. This is what passion is.
We got to bring Triple M. Triple M, are you there?
Yo, CP, Nick Chick, JD, Alex.
We here, man. What's good, bro?
Saturday just got a lot better for you, Triple M. That Saturday game just got a lot better.
With his whole
I'm on an Uber. Yeah, I'm on an Uber right now. I narrowly escaped Central Booking tonight, man, because I almost tear down the city by myself tonight. Did you see that game? Bro. Everybody, did you see that game? Oh my gosh, the Ainsworth was nuts. The Ainsworth was nuts, bro. Yo, can I talk about the Ainsworth real quick? I signed the NDA, but can I say who was there? Can I say who was there?
Tell him, bro.
We was out there, New York Nico, the Glockster, Cody Glock, Mitchie no snitchy. I swear when Mitchie made that stop at the end, Cody Glock started crying on my shoulder. We just embraced. We just embraced at the end. He was just crying. He couldn't believe it. He said they doubted him. When he talked about the Mitchell Robinson was the greatest addition, it was the greatest trade deadline addition ever. He just started crying because he's been saying that forever, man. That was crazy. We had the cash from Power there. Yo, let me tell you something. Everybody on the chat, if you haven't gone to the Ainsworth yet, man, let me tell you, Triple M was there. I had the Dominican flag. Man, we almost burned down the Ainsworth. Like the Ainsworth is there barely right now.
It was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
But, yo, let's talk about this game, man. This was the craziest game ever. Look, I saw you guys just posted J.R. Smith right now. And he almost got emotional. Like, this is for us, fellas. This is for us right here. New York Nations, we've been out here all 82. I always tell this story. I ran into the Knicks Fan TV after losing like 20 games in a row. Look, job's not done. Let me lock in right now, fellas. Let me lock in. Because, you know, like I said, I almost got into Central Booking right now because I was about to climb the pole outside the garden. But I was like, let me relax because the job's not done. 2-0 Saturday, MSG, 3 p.m. Let's lock in, fella. Job is not done. We did what we had to do. We took 2 in Boston. Now let's finish this series. JD just made a great point. It's not about like can we stay with them? No. Let's win this series now. Let's win this series, man. Triple M, the Ainsworth, CP, Nick Chick, JD, Alex. You already know the vibe. Throw some fives in the chat. Throw some fire emojis in the chat, man. We here. Knicks Nation, we are here.
See if I can connect them though.
Let's go. Let's go. Triple M in the building. Who else we got up?
Who else we got on the line? Let's get this show has gone completely off the rails.
Off the rails, man. Let's
get to we got Mally in the chat. Mally, you've been waiting for a minute. What's going on?
Yeah.
Yo, man, sorry. You guys can hear me?
Oh, yes, man, sir. You were screaming all night, man.
Oh yeah. I'm in disbelief right now. I'm just like the amount of times I screamed tonight, bro. I'm just happy.
Yeah.
Everyone who's been doubting us, saying, like, oh, you know, if this goes to 6 games, it's a win book.
You mean like CP?
The Knicks, man, we want to win the series. We're gonna keep fighting. Let the Celtics keep playing with their food. We're gonna keep fighting every game. Now we go back to the Garden up 2-0. I mean, I feel good, and I don't want to jump ahead too much, but I feel like we have a good shot of getting this done. And I was talking to my dad about this. I'm like, man. I mean, I'm looking at the other series, the Indiana and Cavs series. I'm like again, I don't want to jump too far, but man, I would love to make the Indiana Pacers pay in the Western Conference. I mean, in the Eastern Conference Finals. I would love to make them pay from last year, but man, we got to enjoy this win tonight, tomorrow. Just put this win behind us tomorrow and lock in for Game 3 because job is not done. It's not done yet.
Let's go.
We have a lot more to do. But Knicks, everybody stand up. Enjoy the win tonight. Thank you.
Let's
You
go.
guys have a good night.
You too, man. Marley on the Discord, man. Al, did we get to Anthony yet?
No, we didn't get to Anthony. Anthony, what's going on? Oh, let me unmute him
Yeah,
first.
unmute him. We got to get to Anthony, man. And then Nick's up next. Let's go.
Hello.
Yes. What's good, fam? How you doing, bro?
Yo, CP, Alex, JD, Maria, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Yo, this is what I'm talking about, man. The non-negotiables, bro. The grit, the energy, the fight, that 90s Knicks basketball vibe, man. This is what it's about. This is what it's gonna take to win this series.
Yeah.
And I love what JD said a little while ago. You know what? Last week when we beat Detroit and I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, let's just prove that we could compete. No, that's out of the window. Let's win this series.
Let's go.
Win this. Let's win this
You know what?
series.
I love what you said after game one when you said, that was for them, that win.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
100%. And I was going to get to that just now. I was going to say that's why game one was so significant for us, for our psyche, for our guys' psyche, because now they believe.
Yeah.
Listen, we already know we can play with them.
Yeah.
We already know now we can beat them. You know what? Now let's go out there and prove it to everybody.
Yeah.
To everybody. All these so-called professionals and experts and Colin Coward talking about, game one was the most meaningless road win in NBA history. What do you got to say now, Colin?
Hey, you know what? And the funny thing is that they talked about the fact how, all the threes that they shot, that it's not going to happen again. And look, the Celtics, they took 43s tonight. They went to the basket more, in particular, Jaylen Brown. I mean, Tatum only took 5 threes. He only took 5.
Yeah, but you know what?
Brown had more success, but we're still the better team.
Yo,
but they shot the same exact % from 3, right? So for all the Boston Celtics, you'll be like, we're not concerned because we would never do that again. You did exactly that again. You shot exactly 25% from 3 again.
And you know the difference? Mitchie, like you guys just said, Mitchie, we're not playing drop coverage no more. Well, that drop coverage is out of the window.
Yeah.
We're switching those pick and rolls. Mitch and Cat, I respect Cat because Cat is, in the words of Kendrick Perkins, he's moving them puppies. But my thing is this, and I told Grabba and Ashwin in the members lounge a little while ago. You know what this is reminding me of? Of Muhammad Ali, if I can use the analogy of a prize fight. Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. And do you guys remember when George Foreman said, when they was in the trenches, and George Foreman said that he hit Ali with his hardest shots?
Hey, switch.
Go ahead, say it again, CP.
Nah, my fault. That was me. My fault. Okay, get with your Ali point.
So, and George Foreman said, I hit him with my hardest shots. And Ali just kept whispering in his ear, is that all you got, George? Is that all you got, George? And listen, guys, we took their biggest shot, man. I'm going to be honest. You're going to tell me they didn't want to, you mean to tell me they didn't want to come in tonight and mop the floor with us? That was their intention. They couldn't do it. And they're in deep waters now, bro. They coming to Madison Square Garden. We're going to be rocking. CP, I'm calling out of work on Saturday. I'm gonna be at the Ainsworth.
Let's go. You pulling up Saturday?
I'm pulling up Saturday, bro. I'm calling out of work, and I'm not lying on the reason why. I'm there.
Yes, sir.
I love y'all, man. Stand up. Let's go. Let's go Knicks, bro. CP, I'll be there Saturday. Yes, sir.
Okay. Shout out to Anthony, man. We had the pleasure of vibing with him and his lady on the rooftop at the Ainsworth last week, or maybe a week before that at the Ainsworth.
Anthony from Queens?
Yeah, that's Anthony. That was him.
Yeah, shout out to his girl.
Yeah, good people. Absolutely. All right, who else we got?
I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you, Maria. Absolutely.
Shout out to your girl. Tell her I said hello.
I definitely will. I'll be there Saturday. Y'all be good. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go.
Yes, sir. All right, Al, who we got next?
A lot of calls.
We got the resident DJ on the line, Eric L. Beats, waiting to give his thoughts.
Rapid fire, Eric. Let's go. Where do you, I don't see him. Where are you seeing?
Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes,
you are.
Yes, let's go.
Oh boy, tonight was one for the ages. Woo! I told one of my people at the watch party when the Celtics were up 20, I said, yo, the Knicks gonna win this game. Because the Celtics did not want to win this game. And guess what? Bam! Fourth quarter, JB got the job done. Now I need to hear from Rick Bucher. I need to hear from Brian Windhorst. I need to hear from David Dennis Jr. I need to hear from all those national media pundits who said, after game one, Knicks got a cute win. Colin Cowherd, yeah, I need your head on the platter. You're down to 0-2, okay? Ainsworth was a zoo again tonight. All I got to say is, if the Knicks win game 3 Saturday, yeah, you might have to wrap it up, bro. You might have to wrap it up. Because the way the Knicks play going to the fourth quarter, they put their foot down and said, not today. They held down the fort, and the Celtics, they were bricking threes left and right again in game 2 like they did in game 1, and bam, they let go of the rope. And then they let JB took care of business with that foul, with the 2 free throws, and Mikal Bridges. Family show those 5 picks for the game 2 again for the second straight game. The last defensive play of the game. Game 1, he said, "Give me that from Jaylen Brown." And then game 2, not Jason Tatum's shot to end the game. Oh boy. Saturday afternoon, it's going to be a frenzy. It's going to be a zoo. Oh, by the way, get to Ainsworth Saturday, 1 o'clock. It's going to be a zoo.
It is going to be crazy. Shout out to J. Eric L. Beats.
Eric, you know what my favorite moment is at Ainsworth?
Yeah,
when
what's
you
up?
hear the Swiss beats, bust the rhymes. I'm on my New York shit
Oh,
drop.
yeah. We went crazy. We always go crazy for that.
By the way, before the last defensive possession, I had that queued up because I knew they were going to get stopped.
I knew it.
Oh yeah.
I was waiting for it to drop. So as soon as I hear if you guys would see, like, everybody just stands up, towels are waving. It's bananas every time.
It's nothing better than having the Knicks in the playoffs, going far,
Yeah.
winning 2 games on the road to start the series in Boston, because every national media pundit, every so-called expert said, Celtics in 5, Celtics maybe Knicks will get 1 game, 2 games. Oh, it's a cute season, but they haven't beaten them in the regular season. But the playoffs are different. It's a different mentality. And I thought that the Celtics this year, they got their championship last year. So they're sitting fat, they're sitting lazy. They said we did a job. We don't gotta have that hunger to repeat as champions. Okay. And here come the Knicks. They're gunning for you. Game 3, if the Knicks win game 3 at home, wrap it up. And Paul Pierce, yo, make sure you have some good shoes.
Yeah.
Your house is Kino. Yeah, we need answers, bro. I'm out. I'll see you Saturday.
Speaking of Paul Pierce, shout out to our guy Eric Newman, because as our friend of the program, Dexter Henry, just reminded us, anybody that was watching today's show earlier, our guy Eric Newman, who is, a conflicted New Yorker, lifelong New Yorker who's a Celtics fan, said if we won tonight, he was going to take me and Dexter out to dinner this weekend when he came into town from LA. So me and Dexter already put the Brooklyn Chop House on the display on the menu. So my guy, if you watch it right now, the porterhouse is on you, my guy. We're ready to, when you get to town, Him and he's a great filmmaker and documentarian. He's working with Ron Artest, Meta World Peace on a St. John's documentary. But yeah, everybody that was watching that show earlier today at 12 o'clock, me and Dexter put him up on it. And yeah, hey, Eric, we about to cash in this weekend. So meet us at the and do not be late. And if you want, you bring Eddie House, because y'all know how Eddie House was talking that nonsense all year.
Oh, you talking greasy. You talking greasy. You talking real greasy.
No, even after game one,
Scalabrini.
Scalabrini.
Right? I'm calling Scalabrini tomorrow morning. Don't worry about it.
Yo, have a good night, y'all.
Yeah.
Good night, Eric.
Shout out Eric L. Beats on the ones. Yes. So it's everybody in the chat, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. 5,000 people on the check-in. Hey, Knicks win.
Have you guys talked about the Hack-a-Mitch again?
Oh yeah, we talked.
We talked.
I won't make you repeat it. I'll watch the show from the beginning. So
No. I thought it was I thought in the first half, I thought it was a bad move by the head coach to take him out because Porzingis only played 5 minutes in the first half, had 1 rebound. So why didn't Mitch play more minutes? And because without Porzingis, that's why in game 1 he didn't go to it in the second half the way he did in the first half, because Porzingis was declared out. And then by the second half, Kornet had like 4 fouls. Now you're starting to wonder, wait, I might finish this game without. So we dictated terms on that scheme. In game 2 tonight, I felt take the risk. So what if, it doesn't go as much, but you're accumulating fouls again, put pressure on that scheme, and I guarantee you in the second half, he won't do it. He won't do it because they don't have much depth. Sam Hauser's out. Luke Kornet, Horford, and KP. KP's not playing a lot of minutes. So where do you have to go to get these fouls? And if you look at it in the second half, Thibodeau made a good move, keeping him in. They fouled him, and then he took him out. But he put the Celtics in the bonus so that the Knicks could finish the last 2 minutes and 30-something seconds being able to be aggressive. So Thibodeau has to play the game with Mazzulla and take his own risks to put pressure on them and allow that to be an advantage to your side.
Shout out to Fred Katz for getting this tweet out there. He said, Mitchell Robinson says he's flattered by the Celtics intentionally fouling him. Mitch said, that makes me feel like I'm a threat. I'm just saying, you're trying to keep me out of the game. Why you all want me out of the game? And I'll tell you why, Mitch. Because they're afraid of you protecting the rim. With that double big lineup, it is just great. It plays to the Knicks' advantage. I mean, even when you have Cat on Tatum defending, it's like, all right, if Tatum gets past Cat, who's he got to meet at the rim? Mitchell Robinson is just, his impact, you won't always see it in the stat sheet, but just phenomenal. And the way that he's able to guard the perimeter, the pick and roll, just a difference maker. I love everything that Mitch has been giving in this series. He's just he's so invaluable. I said earlier, the biggest trade deadline acquisition was Mitchell Robinson. Not trading him was the best move because now you're seeing how it's paying dividends. If you're not going to have a healthy KP, that means we don't got to worry about the stretch 5. And Mitch doesn't have to worry about Horford. He doesn't have to worry about Luke Kornet. If you're going to play a traditional game, then the Celtics don't have a game plan. They can't shoot their threes with the way Wingstop is working. And if you're going to have Mitch anchoring that defense with Wingstop, then they have no options. They're not going to attack the paint, and they're not going to get the space on the three-point line. His impact is being felt this series where the Celtics have no answers. And if KP's not healthy, I don't want to hear oh, well, it could have been different. Even when he's been out there, it hasn't really been that much of a difference maker either. And if you want to counterbalance that, just throw Karl Anthony Towns out there. Now you got to go worry about Towns. Who's guarding Towns?
He's still
because he's not a great defender in the post, and you want KP guarding Towns. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner right there. So Mitch is he's just changed everything.
I think Mitch is a big intimidator, and even though, like you said, Al, it doesn't always show up on the stat line, but he's going to give you our second chance points with all his offensive rebounds. He's gonna intimidate you from these. You see guys thinking twice about heading into the paint when he's there. He's gonna spread the floor. We are a different team with him. That's why all year when we've been playing without him, I'm like, come the playoffs, people don't know what we look like. Because the numbers don't change a whole lot on the stat sheet, but we are a different team with him out there. And that's why I agree with JD. I wouldn't have taken him out. I think his impact was way too strong. There was too much momentum. I would have left him in for a little bit longer, but I felt so bad when he airballed that 3.
Maria, you must have chuckled. You must have chuckled. It probably reminded you of the guy next to you, right?
Oh wow, jeez.
I said, "Oh, that's who CP's been watching this whole time." I should have told him. Watch some. That's not. Yeah, and CP's there. We talk about bend your knees, bend your knees.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because if I recall, the last time I was at MSG on the floor in the double-breasted Carolina blue suit, I cashed my free throw in.
You did. That is
silence to everybody like Dragonfly Jones. Silence. Last time I was on the floor, I cashed my joint in with the double-breasted.
Yes, you made a free
throw.
You made a singular free throw. That is correct. I can't wait till we get to the Garden. I wish they would do Hack-a-Mitch at the Garden because you know it's gonna be a standing ovation when Mitch gets to the line, right? Like I feel like he just needs some encouragement. Like that airball was so sad. I think he can make a few at the Garden.
Yo, on a serious though, you know what's crazy? That when you think about where the game could have, like, it almost was headed towards overtime.
Yeah.
And then it would have been literally, because you talked about, Maria, about us being healthy. It would have been 3 straight games of overtime basketball versus the Celtics since we were healthy. So like, while everybody's focusing on the first 3 games and that they beat us 4-0, since we've been fully healthy, this is what you've seen for 3 games. And we almost went to another overtime game.
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
Look, man. Blockness is blockness. And that's why I said, you know, even with the Hack-a-Mitch, look, you can't, it's not a full game strategy. It can work a couple of possessions, but like you can withstand that. It's not something to panic from. It's not something to dip from because, yeah, on one hand, okay, you're going to take a chance if you go to the line, maybe he makes 1 of 2, maybe he makes nothing. But at the end of the day, the Celtics are racking up fouls. You're slowing the pace down for both teams. You're giving the Knicks a rest. They're getting rested. So, like, to me, the Knicks are more at an advantage in leaving Mitch in the game. So, look, they ended up benefiting from it.
Even in the fourth quarter when they went to Hack-a-Mitch, I was like, yo, let them, like, they took Mitch out right before the bonus. I'm like, yo, get into the bonus. Let them even shoot the free throws because whatever. Then we're in the bonus, and now they got to play a different game. If they're in the bonus and we put Mitch, now they got to even be more careful on who they're going to foul.
Yeah. All right, who else we got on the phones, man? Let's get to the Glocks then, man. Cody.
Yo, I'm in the place, man.
Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, man. If y'all could hear me out there, man. Shout out Manscaped, man. I average 0 turnovers because of Manscaped. I take care of the ball profusely with the utmost friction. This is what I'm doing right now, man. Bear with me. I'm about to go outside because I can't talk low. I can't give you this energy. Y'all don't deserve that. I'm going to give you the full extent of what I have to deliver here. So bear with me right now. Yo, listen, man. Listen, man. Yeah, y'all ready? All right, I'm outside. It's crazy.
Where you at? You still at
Celtics. 2-0. It's open in this spot. Yo, it's open in the spot, B. It's a sweepstakes. It's a bonanza. It's up. It's open in this, New York. Yo, I want all them haters to take them 5 picks, like I said. Shine them up real good, real neat. Turn them some bitches sideways and stick them up straight up their candy asses.
Let's go.
I was in the spot tonight, guys. The legend New York Nico hit me up, said, yo, you popping out to the watch party tonight? He said, you popping out? I said, bet.
Yeah, Nico
Drop
told me.
everything.
Nico told me, he said, I'm coming with the Glocks tonight. I said, come through, man. I need y'all there. Let's go.
I dropped everything and boom, I was in the place. CP was in the spot. Nick's chick was in the spot. Shout out Triple M. Shout out Cedro. I see you, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Stevie. Yo, shout out Stevie, man. I see you, Thunder. Merch was in the spot tonight.
Yeah.
Eric L. Beats. I don't know why in that moment it was so perfect. If you're from New York, hands up right now. If you're from New York, hands up.
That
Yo,
was crazy.
what? It was open in the spot. Yo, I knew he was gonna win when I see Tariq from Power in the spot. Tonight he was standing on top of the furniture. Shout out Where's 22. If Mrs. fellow producer, man. Yo, F all that. Right now, let me tell you something about Mitchie, man.
Yeah.
You see Mitchellis? Shout out Nicholas. He ain't no Smitheless. Yo, Mitchie, what was his plus minus tonight? Mitchie, yo, I don't want to hear nobody talk. Yo, I'm loud in the street. It's lit. I'm loud in the street. So the boys pop out right now. I'm knocking somebody out. They better have tattoos in the face. It's gonna make it better for me. Yo, listen, look, Mitchie, do Hack-a-Mitch all you want.
Let's go.
Games in a row, they did this strategy. Yo, bro, they said fool me once, right? Shame on you. Fool me twice. Whose fault is it now? Yo, please. Worst take, right? If you do worst take this week, Colin Coward, whatever his name is. Whatever his name, that guy, Colin, whatever. He said this was the most game one was the most meaningless game one win in the playoff history. How about game two now? Yo, listen, bro. This is what I want to say for the new faithful, man. It's crazy. It's open. Like I don't know how to be happy. Like this is my first time really being able to talk shit. I'm sorry, family show.
Hey, it's all good, man. It's your show, man. Let's go.
I don't even know how to be happy right now. It's I was MCG going crazy. I see man. It was a little. He was okay. Wow. Yo, Triple M. Yo, we was.
I was MSG. I was MSG, bro.
It was step whatever the name is. Step talk, style talk. Style talk was outside with the little cat. He was like, okay, wow in the spot. It was going crazy.
Wow.
I couldn't depict it. I couldn't have it any other way. I know I'm rambling. Yo. Shout out Nikki Pipes, man.
Yeah.
Shout out TP Free Throws, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Alex. I see you. Shout out CK2K. I see you. Shout out JD. I see you. Shout out Chuck D, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out everybody that came out in the spot tonight. Ainsworth, Amethyst, whatever the name it was. Knicks in 4.
All right.
I'm out, B.
The Glockster. Throw some 5s in the chat for Cody Glock, man. We had to get him in there, man. We had to get him in there ASAP. He was at the watch party. He went to the MSG. Everybody that was outside of MSG, salute. So to you guys, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to Knicks Fix. Knicks Fix was in the building tonight at the watch party. Knicks Fix, how you feeling, bro?
Alex, JD, Knicks chick, CP. What up, fellas?
Good. How you feeling, bro?
Bro, yo, I mean, dude, I don't. What did we just witness? I have no, yo. Anyway, man, I was at the Ainsworth tonight. Shout out to you, CP. I got to say what up to you. But the energy in that place, bro. Yo, it went from like jubilation to electric to straight bedlam. Like, bro, when we closed that game, when Mikal turned around, right? Like when Mikal blocked our shot, I was jumping up by the bar, bro. I turned around and had a good view of everybody, man. I was looking at one of my boys, right? You know that meme that's going around that's like 100 men versus one gorilla? He the one gorilla, bro. Like, yo, that place was wild, man. Yo, tonight, yo, I looked directly at CP and Nick's chick, and I was just like, yo, y'all straight I didn't even like everybody was just on a different level, bro. Anyway, man, bro, tonight I texted my boy. I was like, yo, what jersey to wear? I opened up the closet. I was like, you know what? It's the big meow meow tonight, bro. Big meow meow. Oh, yo, man, that boy was killing in the first. Yo, give Cat some props. He was killing for us in the first half, right? And then he had the putback that got us within one. But like, yo, I don't know, yo, I mean, something like when you guys were watching at Ainsworth, right? Mikal, like, I don't know if Mikal just decided to wake up and play the fourth, but like he was straight drilling, like he's pulling up for the midi, pulling up for the three, just killing the man. But yo, this is what I think, man. Like Alex, JD, I've been saying this all year. Like, I think it's two things that's killing the Celtics. Is physicality. They don't like to play physical. And the second thing is stamina/conditioning. Because at the end of the fourth quarter, they're getting burnt, bro. They burnt out, man. Like,
there's another thing you're missing.
What's that?
We're not the Orlando Magic.
Facts. We can score.
Get out of there.
Yo.
That's Orlando Magic, man.
Yeah, but yo, CP, listen, man. Like, yo, do you guys remember? Like, all of you guys, you remember when when Mitchie went to the free throw line? He like did the Giannis ghost free throw warm up and then proceeds to straight airball it. I looked at my boy. I was like, yo, we winning this game. After that, yo, we win the game, bro. But yo, I honestly, man, like, I don't know what just happened. Like, if you take game 3, can you imagine the energy? Can you imagine the energy on Saturday, bro? Oh my God. Yo, I'm out, fellas. Yo, stay up, bro.
Saturday, you come to the game, you come to the Ainsworth, man. Where you gonna be?
Yo, I mean, tickets to the Garden gonna be crazy. I'm feeling to come back to Ainsworth, man.
You already know. Listen, we're gonna have Knicks alumni at 1:30, pregame, happy hour, watch party. The roof is gonna be open. Where else you gonna be at, bro?
Bro, I'm telling you, yo, I might bring my pops, but my dad so old he might catch a heart attack in there, bro. Oh my
It's a cardiac Nick affair, man. Well, hey, you know what you're gonna do, man. I'll sort you out either way.
I'll say y'all, man. Yo, stay up tonight, man. Big win, bro.
Yo, big ups yourself, man. Big Knicks Fix in the building.
But even people who go to the game on Saturday should come for the after party.
Yeah. Either way, they can come pre-game. You can come pre-game, or you can come after party, man. It's gonna be.
Oh, wait, hold on. You guys doing the after party too?
Yeah, we'll be
Yeah,
there.
we celebrate. You saw what it was today. We got to tell Alfredo, keep them doors open, keep the back open.
Yeah,
I might come through then.
Yeah, it'll definitely be open afterwards for sure.
CP, this is what I'm gonna leave you with tonight. You know the quote from Bougie, right? I'm gonna walk like a champion, talk like a champion. Yo, stay up, fellas. Stay up.
I'm gonna bake like a champion. Bake like a champion. I ain't gonna bake with nothing.
Nothing.
Shattered my old microwave. But by the way, the New York Knicks are the first NBA team this century to win back-to-back road games despite being down 20 in each of them. And how about this one?
Yeah.
This one is more impressive. NBA teams all time, ever, to win 5 straight road games by 3 or fewer points. Regular season and playoffs included. The 1958 regular season Pistons and the 2025 New York Knicks playoff Knicks. That's it.
That's Captain Clutch. That's how we do it, though. That's all Captain Clutch.
5 straight road games by 3 or fewer points. It's never been done in the playoffs, and it's only been done once in the regular season.
Wow. That's
crazy. And that's crazy when you think about it. And I go, wait, yo, we 5-0 in the road this playoffs. Like, we really are 5-0.
The road.
Time to get some home cooking then.
I still feel like, output aside, it's the Cap presence, man. It's the Cap. It's the coaching. The chemistry is coming together at the right time. Josh Hart. Josh Hart. Leading the team tonight. Even though timely. Even though some
when you need him, he knocks it down.
Yeah, he did. Especially the threes. Even though at times when he's taking it inside and he was turning those, passing those up. You're like, yo, shoot that over, Cornette.
Yeah.
Josh Hart. He was there. But I still feel like this team still follows the lead of Captain Clutch, and everything just comes together from there. This was a beautiful performance by this team, a resilient performance by this team. But we've been seeing it. We've been seeing it from the Detroit series on, and That's why, like, even when these guys on the news or whoever's asking me, like, oh man, what do you think about the way that they kind of survived Detroit? And I'm just like, yo, listen, like, everybody wanted to qualify the Detroit win. Like, they won 4-2. They came out of it. They moved on. And, like, they went through a physical, like Josh Hart said, they went through with baseball bats. They came out of it. They won 4-2.
And that's really weird because I think that most 3-6 series probably are 4-2. If not, like, they're not sweeps. So
they're not sweeps.
They're either going to be a 5-1 or, I mean, a 3-1 or a 4-2. I don't understand, like, what people expected, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Look, Detroit was tough. They were scrappy, but I felt like that helped the Knicks. And that's another reason why these first two games are frustrating, because I'm like, man, like, this is not the same battle, the brawl that we had to go through. We should be able to take this. And they did, just later on in the game. So,
well, yeah, that's the other thing you were frustrated about in your old man mad state, when you were like, they're not tough. Like, I don't see the toughness in this game. But I was saying to you, like, they don't need to be. The Celtics are not the Pistons. Like, they don't look as tough because they're not giving us anything to react to in that gritty way, to be honest with you. Like, they're more of a suave finesse team. So we didn't have to react in that same way. We're going to win different ways. We're finding ways to win, and that's all that matters.
And that's why I gave.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, you can go. You can finish up, Maria. It's fine.
Well, I was going to ask you a non-basketball question before I sign myself off soon, but has CP told you about the rabbit on his lawn?
Yeah, I saw. I mean, I edited the rabbit for him to have a hat on. So,
my God, do y'all want to know this?
Tell them about your rabbit, because then I got a follow-up question.
Well, the rabbit was there on Monday. I didn't take the picture. I didn't put it up. This rabbit was there on Monday. But how about this, babe? The rabbit was there before I left today. Again.
Ooh, that's what I was going to ask you. I didn't even know.
Right before I left. And I was like, yo, the rabbit was right there. It was there again.
So CP has his lucky rabbit. When we were at Ainsworth for game 1, I'm a cognac drinker, as JD knows. And so the waitress comes over, and by mistake, she had brought me a Prosecco. And I was like, you know what? Leave it. Because when I'm in a celebratory mood, then I do my bubbly. So I was like, you know what? Leave it there for good luck. And I started sipping on the Prosecco. I was like, let me sip on the bubbly and just manifest the win. Sure enough, we go crazy, right? So here she comes today, and she didn't even ask me. She was like, Hennessy orange. I was like, bring the bubbly. So for me, it's the bubbly. For CP, it's the rabbit. The manager at Ainsworth today told me he hasn't changed his sneakers. My girl, Eric, I forgot Eric, the DJ, you got to tell us. Eric had something too that I forgot what it was now. So I was just going to ask you guys, have you been doing anything consistently as well?
Anything consistently? I've been wearing, so when I go to work, I always wear like a navy blue in like honor of like the Knicks playing. I always wear a blue to work. And I wear like, depending if it's cold outside, I'll wear like the beanie, or I'll wear the other KFTV hat to like work.
I've just been wearing the black tee for the funeral.
Love it.
First game, second game, and now let's see for game 3.
Nice. Everybody keep it consistent. That's all I'm saying. Everybody
keep it consistent. Keep it consistent, man.
Yo, but the rabbit thing been really bugging me out, man. It's really been bugging me out. Every win from game 6, game 1, and game 2. At some point, when I'm either in and out of that, either coming in from game stuff or leaving for game stuff, there's a rabbit on my lawn eating grass.
CP, we're winning today.
It's a rabbit, man.
Trying to tell you, man. It's just trying to tell you it's gonna be a good night, CP.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. If he tells us to start talking to him, we got issues, gentlemen.
No.
Don't worry. CP is Dr. Doolittle. It's okay. He is Dr. Doolittle. He can talk to the rabbit.
If he starts talking to me, that means I'm getting even less sleep than I'm getting now. So we can make some adjustments like tips,
So I'm going to sign myself off, but I just wanted to say to you guys, it's been really fun being at the Ainsworth, obviously, but I don't know, JD and Alex, if you know, since you're not here as much, the extent to which people appreciate you. So I just want to shout you out, because it's been really eye-opening for me the more I'm out at these events. when I see people show their appreciation for CP and of course for you guys as well, it's just like really heartwarming to me, like to know how much you do for our community at large. Like the things that people say, the stories they have are really heartwarming. So I hope that you know that your hard work is appreciated, all three of you. I think you know that, but just it's nice for me as a bit of an outsider to kind of always hear those stories and see people's excitement about the show, about the program. So, you know, great job with everything you do is all I want to say. That's it. But
Oh, thank you.
Right, y'all.
Let's
Have a
do
great
it.
rest
Let's
of the program.
go.
I guess I'll see CP in 3 hours when you guys are done. And all right, y'all. Good night. Knicks in 4. Let's go.
Let's
do
go.
it.
Let's go.
That's much better than CP hit me up. JD, where you at? Where you at, JD? Come on, man.
We gotta go.
We gotta go. Start
Get
the
with
show.
the program. Get with the program.
Listen, man. When these boys was making their charge in the fourth quarter, I said, "Get ready, everybody, get in place, man. These boys are coming right now. They about to win this thing. Get ready. It's about to be a blockbuster tonight." That's what I was doing, man. I was making sure everybody was ready to go. But nah, you know, as she said, and as I tell you guys, man, you know, just the love is crazy. Just continuing to meet people. Like I said, at the table tonight, Triple M, he's been a day one. Cody Glock, Knicks Fix was in the building. So many other people who I don't know their YouTube name, but the love is crazy. You know, after every watch party, we take pictures with a lot of people. We go out to MSG, we take pictures with a lot of people. But like I said, it's just a testament to the work that everybody's putting in, either, you know, in front of the camera, behind the camera. We got Daniel and Gamba and Tyler. Shout out to Tyler, works tirelessly. Shout out to Jalen. You know, all our newsletter guys, and Jeff and Omar and Remy. You know, it's a full team thing in these type of victories, because we just keep pushing and we just keep putting out great work, and you know, the people show it, the numbers show it. It's the number one show for the fans by the fans. And Daniel put up, make sure you guys are signing up for the newsletter. Very important, because people still ask me. People still hit us on Instagram like, yo, y'all doing a watch party for game 3? We do watch parties every night, people. Join the newsletter, and we're going to send you the announcement straight to your email. But also, what's important for the newsletter, Al, let them know, man, about the content we're doing for the newsletter.
Dude, the newsletter is popping. I mean, shout out, as CP said, shout out to KFTV Jalen. We got Jeff, we got Chris LeBron, we got Remy, we got Omar. They're doing the damn thing. You get articles, consistent articles. You got Remy's recaps after every single day, after every single game. He's giving you the full details, reviewing the players, reviewing the coach, giving his thoughts and analysis. Jeff is giving you 10-day like breakdown after every 10 game analysis, every breakdown during the regular season, and then some, plus draft analysis. Shout out to Chris, who's doing that too. Omar and Jalen are giving you insightful articles. There's a lot that goes into the newsletter, okay? We made it easier for your people. Instead of saying go to the website, you got the newsletter. Go straight to your inbox. How easy can you ask? How much more easier can you get than something straight in your inbox every morning?
Yeah.
Every morning. Shout out to KFTV Jalen. That's not easy work to get that stuff ready, to get the graphics ready, to get the articles ready, to get them edited. So that way they're there for you so that you can read. Yeah. And as CP said, that's how you get up to date on where the watch parties are, all the merch, all right, all of our sponsors, all the deals that are being done, all right? That's why you go sign up for the newsletter. There's so much into that thing. Even for content that's being published throughout the week on the YouTube channel, it's right there. Tells you where to go for everything. That's why you sign up for the KFTV newsletter. Make sure to go out there and subscribe, man. Subscribe. Just guys, that's all you got to do. No more than that.
That's it. All right, so here we are. You know what? As I promised, salute to everyone who's become a Fanchise channel member. We continue to grow, as you know, we've just evolved as a channel. But as we promised, the Fanchise channel members will always get the direct line to the post-game show, and we want to make sure we get to everybody. But it is late, and you know, we are going up on 3 hours on the show, so we have brought in all of our Fanchise channel members who are left on the Discord. We ask that you guys go rapid fire, which it takes, but we appreciate everybody for showing us love. So I'm going to start with Captain Jack 24. Go ahead, Captain Jack. You good? Go ahead.
CP.
Yes.
CP, you there?
Yes. Where you
Rapid
calling in
fire.
from? Yep.
Rapid fire. You, First Lady of the KFTV Knicks Fix.
Yes.
We got CK. We got Stratocaster. I'm doing that in order of seniority. I got to tell you something about Boston. They shook.
Let's go.
There ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
2-0.
2-0, Cap.
2-0.
Where you calling in
right
from?
now? The last time I called in, Knicks went on an 8-0 run right before the Minnesota game. Here we go. Playoff time.
Let's go.
Here's what we're dealing with.
Money time, baby.
Money time.
Let's go.
Money time.
Let's
go.
Where you calling from, Captain Jack?
Utica, New York. 315. Keeping it alive.
Utica.
Upstate, baby. Upstate.
Upstate. 315.
Upstate. Let's go, man. Appreciate you,
I'm
fans.
telling you right now, I had a premonition tonight. I was holding my son's hand. My son's 8.
All right.
He's about to turn 8. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I went through the 90s. My son has seen better stuff than I did already. So, here's what I got to say.
Yeah.
I was holding my son's hand down 20 again. We went back again and took it to Boston. That's what I'm going to say.
Shout out to you, man. Appreciate it, man.
Yep.
And sharing those generational stories. That's what it's about.
Listen, my son rocks his Brunson jersey. He loves it.
There we go.
I used to rock my Starks jersey.
There we go. Keeping it a family show, man. Captain Jack 24.
Family show.
Yes, sir.
So, we came back again from 20 down 2 times in a row. Boston ain't built for this.
They
knew this last year. They weren't built for this. So,
let's go.
I had a premonition.
Yep.
We're going to the finals.
Oh, he's out the window. Shout out to Captain Jack, man. Call back anytime, Captain Jack. All right, G, you up next. Go ahead and unmute your mic. G, are you there? Oh, we lost G. Hold on. G, are you there? Do we have G going once? G going twice? Oh, G, man. You're a Fanchise channel member. Malchaveli, go ahead and unmute your mic. Rapid fire. Let's go.
What's going on, guys?
Good to have you back, man.
Yeah, I've been trying to. For some reason, my YouTube account, I can't talk on there. Like I got blocked.
Don't worry about it. We here. Let's go.
Yeah, it was good, man. Game was lit. Had my wife watching and my daughter with me.
Nice.
That's my. I guess that's my good luck thing. That's the thing I did the last 2 times I was on watching the game, man. But yeah, appreciate the show. I'll be locked in. I ain't got much to say. Knicks in 5, man.
Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you and the family tapping in with us, man. Welcome back. Malchaveli in the building. Okay. All right. He's rapid fire. It's the fastest one we had. Tugboat Taylor, you up next. Rapid fire. Let's go.
What is up, fellas?
We here.
How y'all feeling?
Good. Amazing, sir.
Man, shout out to Alex the Great. Shout out to JD who knows sports. Shout out to CP, the family show franchise. Hey, I just got a quick question for you, CP.
Yeah.
What you getting from that chop house, man?
From the tap house? Which tap house?
No, from the chop house.
Oh, what I usually get from Brooklyn Chop?
Yeah, because that man owes you something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I just texted Eric. So I said, yeah, we ready. So,
Like,
you
give him gratuity?
Yeah. So like when me and wifey go to Brooklyn Chop House, so we usually we'll get like the ribeye for 2, we'll split it up. We'll get the shrimp fried rice banging. You know what I mean? You gotta get the chicken satay, And
and then
giving them a
last
tonight. I'm giving them.
Do you think Paul Pierce was gonna live stream that 15-mile walk in his robe?
I don't. Yeah. He's gonna be 15-mile walking.
Yeah, we need to see that.
I'm not even gonna say the rest. Yeah, he's gonna be walking. He's gonna be walking.
Yeah. Knicks in 4.
where he's gonna be walking to. Where he's gonna be finding some trouble. That's all I'll say. But yeah,
Yeah, fair enough, man. Y'all stay blessed, man.
yes, absolutely, man, absolutely. Shout out to Tugboat
You,
Taylor.
you, you, you know what he's talking about, CP?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Paul Pierce said if the Celtics lost tonight, he's walking 15 miles from his spot to the to the studios barefoot on his robe.
Yeah.
And
Oh, trust me, man. You know what I mean?
Shout
out to the truth. All I'll say is he likes to walk. Like that's all I'll say, man. He's a walker. He's a walker, man. Shout out to the truth. Let me get to my guy in Thibs We Trust. Yeah, man. I'll meet your mic. Get rapid fire. Let's go.
Oh, stop playing rapid fire. Shout out to everybody in the building. Alex, JD, probably one of the most prophetic KnicksFanTV's announcers and podcast speakers. Bro, you give light and you don't even know how much light you give. So shout out to you. Rapid fire, real quick. Mikal family TV show them picks. Woo! Just to take a phrase real quick from Alex. Let me shout out to my coach, Thibs, for out coaching Joe Mazzulla. Bro, I don't even know. I don't have enough time to explain it, but God, yo, Thibs, thank you. And last thing I'm going to leave you guys with, because it's rapid fire. We talk about the clutch player of the year in Jalen Brunson. I really want to see the stat for the clutch team of the year, because I don't think anybody is testing the New York Knicks right now, baby. Orange and blue skies. We are live and we are fire. Knicks in 4. Let's go. Rapid fire. Talk to y'all tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, I think amidst the hysteria and everything, I don't think it's really kicked in terms of the gear that this team has hit during the postseason. You know what I mean, Al? It's different. This is different.
CP, I know it's rapid fire, but it hasn't hit. And the reason why it hasn't hit is because we haven't been healthy to field this team. So right now, if you want to shout out to the coach right now, what Thibs has done is he hasn't rolled out his game plan. Thibs has been playing chess this entire season while the rest of the coaches have been playing checkers, baby. That's what it is.
But you know what else, man? It's like, every year, like just every game, we talk to the fans, we hear from the fans, and over the last couple of years in this playoff run, because this is 3 in a row now, the previous 2 has been kind of just house money. Like, man, we're just rolling with it now. And this year, right, Al, like this year was the ceiling was defined.
Yes.
Majority, me, myself included, I was guilty of. Majority was like, we're good against Detroit, but against Boston, like, we're not going to beat Boston. So just, this is where we're going to end. This is where the ride is going to end. And like, even though, I chided the doomsdayers, like, yo, man, like, we're 2-0 right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're 2-0 right now.
I think to the point too, though, CP, I think everyone has been waiting for the Knicks to go down by 20, make this massive run, but still lose, and give us this pat on the back like we tried really hard and good job, guys. But you know what we're doing is we're breaking that standard, and we're saying, you know what, the ceiling that you've given us doesn't exist anymore. We are breaking that ceiling because we're showing that the moves that we have made with Leon Rose, not just this past season, it's building Julius Randle. It's turning him into a trade asset. It's moving pieces and picks. This has been a 3, 4, 5-year plan to get us to this point, to play. People are looking at the Cavs as the number 1 seed in the East and still saying that Celtics are better. And we're still beating the best team that they believe is the best. Take Paul Pierce, take Chuck and Shaq and all these guys out of the equation. Yeah. Just take a look at what we're doing. We are breaking the ceiling of what they believed we were supposed to be.
True.
We were supposed to be that second best, pat on the back, good job, guys, try again next year. But we ain't here for that. We're here for this year. And that's the difference. That's the difference. That's the difference of a sound front office. That's the difference of a sound head coach. That's the difference of the clutch player of the year in Jalen Brunson. And that's the difference of superior talent in the fourth quarter in my starting 5 versus the starting 5 of another team. Where the minutes police at? Because our conditioning is built to play these minutes in this type of a game. That's where we're at.
Great call, man. Appreciate the call, man.
Appreciate you, brothers. Have a good night.
Thibs We Trust in the building. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. The Knicks got the job done. And speaking of jobs, man, salute to another one of our sponsors over at LinkedIn, LinkedIn Jobs, to be specific. And for those of you that are small business owners, medium-sized business owners, make sure you guys go to LinkedIn Jobs to find the next top talent, because I can tell you that LinkedIn is the place to be when you're looking for talent. And there's a number of reasons why. Number one, they have a very easy to use platform in terms of finding talent. You just type in your job requirements. LinkedIn will find you the qualified candidates. You can then choose who you want to talk to, but also it's the social media aspect of it. And then in terms of LinkedIn, you can switch your profile picture to add the hashtag hiring icon. And that will also allow you to, number one, share to your network that you are hiring, but also allow people who find you on LinkedIn to know that you are looking for a specific type of talent. So make sure you guys check them out, man. Go to linkedin.com/KFTV to post your job for free. That is linkedin.com/KFTV. Terms and conditions apply. Shout out to our friends at LinkedIn for sponsoring the show. Okay, last call of the night. Let's go to the Philippines, man. Carlo, you are the closer of the night, sir. Carlo, talk to me.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Kamusta kayo mga pamilya ko?
Yeah, we are.
Boston,
man.
Boston Celtics with the choke job. Hey, Alex, you have to pull up that old video of you in Boston, man.
Oh. With the Jalen Brown with the choke job? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Las Vegas, Stephen A, Shaq, who else? Delay, Paul Pierce, and the rest of the mainstream media.
Yeah.
We just punched your boy Boston Celtics in the mouth twice. Say something now.
What did those fools say on TNT? I didn't.
I don't know. I don't care, man. I don't care. But they're picking Boston. Say something about the Knicks now. Say something good about the Knicks now, right?
Yeah.
But kudos to OG, Josh Hart, Kat, and the captain. But I'd like to specially mention Mikal Bridges. My apologies to Mikal for doubting him sometimes. Oh, by the way, speaking of apologies, the world owes an apology to Steve Kerr. Because now we know why Tatum was benched on that USA team. See, right? The ghost of Dick Barnett was there all along with Mikal in the fourth quarter. I think I saw that patented leg kick jump shot a la Dr. Dick Barnett in that game.
Carlo talking that talk. Throw some fives in the chat. Go ahead, man.
On both ends, especially on defense, he is Mikal L, the last son of Jor-El. Although
Superman.
in the first three quarters, man, Mikal is abysmal. It seems like he fell on a doo-doo pile, but he got up smelling like Paco Rabanne. But I have an analogy for him that you may not like, but this is a compliment for him. Believe me, he has the toxic girlfriend syndrome, and this girl that you chose over 5 potential hotter girls. But you still chose her because you love her. But sometimes she would bicker at you, nag at you sometimes. But in the end, she will give you that back massages, cook for you, clean for you. That's how I felt in the fourth quarter. He will be a forever Knick. And once we get back Big Ragu again, we are winning multiple championships. Mikal, man, I love you, my brother. Let's keep doing what you do, man. That's it.
Carlo getting some fives in the chat. I can't like that comment too well because I might be sleeping on the couch tonight. But shout out to Carlo. The people in the chat were loving it. He said I just turned it off. Shout out to Carlo. Call back anytime. That's our guy. From the Philippines, dropping bombs tonight.
KFTV After Dark is fully activated.
After Dark. Carlo on his red pill vibes. Let's go.
You definitely might sleep on the couch.
Oh, no way.
She was so confident you were going to know the answer. Wait, which song?
Yeah. Which song? I'm smacked.
My wife is not at home, so I'm just chilling here all alone.
Talk that talk.
I'm shouting here, man. I'm shouting.
Talk that talk, man. Great call, though, man. Great call. Shout out to Carlo, man. And very, very happy that we closed with him. And all our callers, man, all of our Fanchise channel members. And those of you that didn't get in, we are going to close the show ultimately. We got to close it ultimately. We can't do a telethon here, as you know. But, hey, join the Fanchise channel members, man. Join the Fanchise channel members. It's cheaper than a cup of coffee, especially in this age of prices, to support the show. And also, you get the express lane to call in the show. You get discounts to everything. Shout out to everybody the members who use their discount to come watch party tonight. You also get to participate in the giveaways. And we gave away another playoff pack. And when I go to the Garden on Saturday, we'll be collecting another playoff pack to give away. So, that's just part of the perks of being a Fanchise fan.
And CP, those perks and watch parties and events, it looks like it's trending like it's going to go the furthest it's been in Knicks Fan TV history.
Yeah.
We're up 2-0, right?
Yeah.
And this team, you're starting to feel a little bit of destiny here.
Yeah.
Towards Eastern Conference Finals, towards potential NBA Finals. And
nah, I'm back to business tomorrow.
You know what I mean?
We back to business tomorrow.
Alex, look at him. He's trying to get off timeout. Look.
Nah.
She's probably right next to him. He's like, nah, I'm focused. I'm back.
Tomorrow.
Is that couch being made for you right there? Hold on 1 second.
Tomorrow, Alex, Game of the Week preview. We back to business. We got to close out. I'm not.
Hey, man, can I at least enjoy first of all, hold on 1 second. Wait a minute. I live out here in Beantown. Can I please just enjoy a day where I just get to go? First of all, let me tell you something.
Until 10 o'clock. I'm giving you till 10 o'clock. Then lock in on Game of the Week preview. We got to get back to it. Bailey just hit me up. Said, we got to get to the film. I said, let's get to the film on Friday. We got to figure out how we're going to get to 3-0.
See, people, this is what you all don't understand.
Sorry for tonight, but I'm not going any further than that.
This is what the people don't understand. When CP saw me, he was like, this is my Mikal Bridges in the future.
Yeah.
We're not taking time off. You're not missing games.
Nah. Shout out to our guy, Jake Asman. He's part of the family, man. Jake was at the watch party as well. Jake was in the building now. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Jake. Let's go, man. Jets Nation over there. Let's go to Jake.
Jet up. Isn't that what you guys say? Is that what
we say jet up, man. Don't worry. All right. Well, relax over there, okay? I am not in that mode yet. I am waiting for that mode, okay? Some of us want to put that behind us. Aaron Rodgers is gone, okay? Justin Fields, the quarterback we should have taken over Zach. Oh, I don't even want to say his name. Don't even want to talk about that kid. Let me enjoy the moment. Jeez. Good Lord.
I go with Justin Fields as your future. All right, well, we'll talk. That's another show. Shout out to Jake. Okay.
Shout out to Jake, man. I'm not trying to focus on the Jets right now, man. I got months before I got to be miserable, okay?
Bro, these shows keep getting longer and longer as long as the Knicks are in the playoffs. Well, we are the number one show for the fans, man.
And some of us who's a microwave.
Yeah, JD. Do we got to get you Uber Eats?
Literally just opened the app.
Is Jimbo's still open? Do we got to send you a Jimbo's burger?
It still opens, but there's no how I'm gonna get it to spin. The whole thing's shattered. I'm cooked.
Jimbo's not on the Uber Eats rotation.
Jimbo's I'm not on the west side.
Jimbo. Yeah, Jimbo's is on the west side.
I'm on the upper east. I'm on
what's on the east side? Nothing open? No diners, nothing?
Might get a chopped cheese. I don't know.
Ooh,
Might
get a chopped cheese.
All right, Al, let's run through the super chats, man, and wrap up, man.
Let's run through the super. Holy cow, there's a lot of super chats.
All right, split it up.
Oh man. Here we go.
And people spend Skrilla, man. We got to get.
They did, man. And shout out to everybody. Shout out to Steve Underhill for the $20 super chat. Said NBA's lazy AI scriptwriter just copy pasted and thought nobody would notice. Just kidding. F them picks. C's ain't crooks, son. They just shook ones. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. We got Mr. Catch 22 with the $20 super chat. Like Mikal said, we built for this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got Logie Bear with a $10 super chat. Shout out to you for being a Fanchise channel member. He said, Alex, I need you to go wild out in the streets of Boston. Bail money on me. Hey, say less. Say less. Let me tell you something. If they beat Boston, we're going to beat Boston. We're going to get to the next round. CP, just saying, man. I might need some help in the future. Just letting you know.
We got you, man. We got enough super chats. We can bail you out, man. I see they throwing hands out there in Beantown, man. So we got you.
It's getting a little strange out there. Getting a little strange out there, I must say. After Monday's game, there's some strange things out in the streets.
Yeah.
I can't even. Family show. I cannot say some of the stuff that was said out in the streets.
Throwing hands out there.
As the season comes closer to a conclusion for the champs, they're gonna get a little bit more Aggie. You know, game one was just a little appetizer. It was like, all right, New York. All right, New York. By game 4 or 5, oh yeah, they gonna be Aggie. All right,
they're gonna stop playing. They're gonna stop playing fair.
Yeah, they're gonna stop playing fair. They gonna stop playing fair, man.
I will say this before I continue.
Yeah.
They were asking for everybody. CP, they were asking for you. JD, people were asking for you. We got a little bit of love for the people that traveled out here to Boston to go watch for game 1. They were asking for you guys. Like, when CP and JD coming out to Boston? I was like, look, man.
We do gotta get there. We do. You know,
I was like, yo, they right now I'm here, so I'm doing the best that I can. But they're on the way.
Well, you ready for a laugh?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
We ain't going over there. We ain't going back.
We ain't going
back. I hope y'all enjoyed the first 2 games.
Bring the brooms out. Facts, bro. 100%.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
100%, man. Yeah.
Shout out to William Barrero for becoming a Fanchise channel member. Shout out to Christian B for being a Fanchise channel member for 27 months. He said, body still shaking. Is this real? New York versus the world. Can we just stay in Boston the next 2 games? Oh, well. We got Aaron Roberts with the $10 super chat. Said, they were built for this run. No more questions. No more doubt. Knicks Nation. Where are we now? Now we got D Olive with the $5 super chat. Said, new name, Boogie Man Brunson. LD with the super chat, $2 super chat. Shout out to you for being a Fanchise channel member. He said, my fellow Americans, better thank Kerr for that gold. Tatum not getting any playing time for a reason. William Barrera for another $10 super chat. Said, game ball goes to campaign for calling Bridges' names to motivate him. Let's go Knicks.
Game ball goes to Thibs for sitting his ass down after the.
Dude, awful shot selection. Like, what are you doing?
Shout out to the cam hype. Y'all hating on him. Yo, my guy. Cat, did Cat score like 3 straight points? And
he scored 3 straight points, and it was like, all right, my turn to put up this shot. I'm like, why?
But Al, the thing was this. I keep going back to the camp thing, and we're trying to wrap the show up. The thing was this, man. Like, it wasn't even like, he had a wide open, like, to the basket. Bro, my man took a 40-footer.
Bro, this is why I asked for DeLon Wright. Defense, stability.
Bro.
Defense, stability, steady hand. Don't need any of that, man. None of that.
I
really want to know.
I couldn't do anything but laugh, bro.
I really want to know what goes through his mind as the point guard. Like, you are the point guard of the second unit. You're supposed to organize people. And I'm like, at what point does he like, all right, this is my turn? And it's like, not even anybody else. Nowhere in the pecking order we're saying, Cat got a few good looks. Let's try to get Bridges because Bridges is out there. Hey, we got Deuce out here. Maybe I work it to him. Let's figure out some sets for these guys so that way they get going. No. 3 runs for Cat, my turn. Do I have it? No. Good Lord. Shout out to William Barrera, though, for the $10 super chat. Says, game ball goes to campaign for Colin. Oh, I read that already. Shout out to G Coaster for becoming a new franchise channel member. Let's see. Let's keep going. Let's keep rolling through.
Yeah.
Hospi, shout out to you for the Canadian $5 super chat. Knicks have the clutch offensive player of the year and clutch defensive player of the year. Two of the biggest stops in Knicks history. No hyperbole. Shout out KFTV for Toronto. We here. Shout out to Hospi, man. Shout out to Elmer Phillips for becoming a new franchise channel member. Shout out to Alien Vasquez. Didn't we see this show already? I'm experiencing some deja vu. Haha. Bridges, stop again. Shout out to Drew for becoming a franchise channel member. We also got Owen Christian. Shout out to you for becoming a franchise channel member. Mad Mex. Shout out to you for, Mad Me. There we go. Mad Me. Shout out to you for becoming a franchise channel member. Big RR22. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Said 5 picks. Mikal hitting licks. You better change your picks, Knicks. In Mother Family shows in 6. We got VL. Shout out to you for becoming a franchise channel member. Michael White. Ooh, Michael White. He said with the $10 super chat, shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. We are built to beat the Celtics. Thank you, Leon. Should write thank you, Thibs, too, on that one, Michael White. Where's that one? All right, we got Lord Steven Stone. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat for being a franchise channel member. Said the power of Villanova is insane. Down 20 for the dub. BD Williams, shout out to you for the $10 super chat for being a franchise channel member. Boston can't handle the cat. And Mitch Pairing, let's go Knicks. Keep it thorough comic, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Said the refs looked real good playing for Boston, but the Knicks ruined the script. New York Knicks, let's effing go. All right. We got GB for the $5 super chat. We are family showing Vegas up. Shout out to Jay for the $2 super chat. Shout out to Sheldon Blackman for the $5 super chat. Says, this is their identity. They always get down to get up. Unbelievable. Let's go Knicks. Shout out to C. Charles for the $10 super chat and for being a franchise channel member. Said 99 Knicks vibes. This team stinks. Trades everybody and fire the coach. LMAO. Job's not done, but we on our way. Salute KFTV fam. Pops the legend with the $5 super chat. Orange and blue skies. Complete team win. This is what we waited for all year. What else we got here? We got a $20 super chat from Gary Riker. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. This is a statement win. Knicks in 4. Let's go. We got Just Call Me Damn. Shout out to you for the $20 super chat. Said OG Mikal on the phone right now with Wingstop. Show me the money. We got the Art Man, formerly known as Steve. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member and the $10 super chat. Our only focus now is Game 3. Game 1 and 2 are over. Bring the energy, clean up the mistakes, and take care of home. Only reason I want to go back to Boston is to visit family. Go Knicks. We got Jacques Duran. Shout out to you for becoming a franchise channel member. What we got? That low-key gamer. Shout out to you for becoming a franchise channel member. Above the rim. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member and for being a mod and for being a day one. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Said campaign is that friend that does not know when to go home. Bro, stop shooting when the game plan is to get Cat the ball. We need DeLon to close it out. We got Omen with the $5 super chat. Said Celtics blowing us out twice just to go down 0-2 at home is demoralizing. Soul taken. They coming to the real Garden now. Pack them up. Wingstop clamps. We got Soup 5142. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Knicks a plus 32 with Mitch on the floor versus the Celtics. Boston has no answer for him. Completely different surprises their offense. All right. We got Danos 1993. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. He said, New York, stand up. Tell Mikal in the first quarter. It's the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Where are we? Danos.
We are way back up there, man. Way back up.
Holy shit. Family show, my fault.
We got Kino with the $5 super chat, and shout out to you for being a Fanchise channel member. He said Jimmy Butler went into Boston with 4 janitors and mopped Tatum and Brown. We in the pause. But Knicks in 4. We'll leave it there. Shout out to Damian G Reviews for the $5 super chat. Said Al Gore, World War, Celtics fans crying on the floor. Knicks in 4.
Good one. Good one.
We got Dark Souls GT. Shout out to you for being a shout for the $10 super chat. Says, I never witnessed the 90s greatness, only buns my entire life. I feel like I'm in the wrong timeline. What are these emotions? Shout out from Long Island. Go Knicks, go New York. We live, by the way. I won $100 tonight. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for winning $100.
Shout out to you.
The art man formerly known as Steve with another super chat. Shout out to you once again for being a Fanchise channel member. TD Garden, Madison Square Garden, in clutch time. Jaylen Brown looks like James Harden. Celtics down 0-2. JD on suicide watch. 9 more wins to go.
Got it. Okay, so we have BK Ed next.
That's right.
Shout out BK Ed, $10 super chat says, tell Missoula that's why we do what we do. Knicks Nation. Shout out to BK Ed, Fanchise channel member. Shout out to Mark from the 915. What area code is that, Al? $5 super chat says, first Bridges punked Brown. Now we punked Tatum. Let's go. Yeah, it was just poetic, man. Poetic to see Texas 915. Which part of Texas is that?
El Paso. Sorry, I'm about to.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, it was just poetic to see Bridges and OG get the last laugh, man, on Tatum. You know, after everything that has transpired this year, wow. Unbelievable, man. You know, the Knicks are the ones that are standing tall for right now. Well, I'm going to enjoy this for tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to figure out how we finish this, how we get to game 3, how we take game 3 at the Garden, you know? But for now, it's beautiful. Shout out to Gary Riker, Al, and JD. $10 super chat. No doubt, CP. Knicks a legit Wingstop. Cap. Take another 3, Boston. Shout out to Terrence Cox. $10 super chat. Another Fanchise channel member. He comments on every show. Let's go, Knicks. Got my Eastern Conference Finals ticket after 1. We win at home, getting my finals ticket. We had a bad game, but a dominant 4th. Bridges is earning every one of those picks. JB a champ at every level. NBA Finals next. Wow. Shout out to Terry Cal. He says, let's finish the job. Missoula is a clown. Eric L. Beats, we got you. Oh, man. Ainsworth. Game 1 and game 2. Britton Grind showed out. 2-0. Oh, man, Saturday. Shout out to Keep It Thorough Comics. $5 super chat. Just mark my words. Mitchie in the gym right now practicing his free throws. Shout out to Fox Venkman. Welcome to the Fanchise channel memberships again. Soup 5142. Welcome to the Fanchise channel memberships. Fox says, I have no word. $10 super chat says, I have no word except for this. I had no identity crisis during adolescence because of family, hip hop, and the Knicks. I love y'all, and I love the Knicks heads and all the Knicks heads. KFTV day 1. Shout out to Fox Venkman, man. We appreciate you, man. Albert Baez, another Fanchise channel member, $10 super chat, says, what a birthday gift. Happy birthday. Everybody throw a happy birthday. Albert Baez in the building. Says, what a birthday gift. The Knicks slap the Celtics and go up 2-0. Not over, but we will take it for tonight. Okay. Ungifted Basketball, $20 super chat says, start adjustments, Thibs. Playing Mitch until we got in the bonus, which led to the Brunson free throws. Where's the Tom Hate at? The team clearly ready for the playoff big minutes, all from how he prepared them. Shout out to JD for giving Thibs props. Let's go, Knicks. I ad-libbed on that last one, but shout out to basketball. Okay. James Cagle, shout out to you. Shout out to Jay Reed. Fanchise channel member says, let's go. 2 more. Heart rate was wilding during the grab the baby out the crib. Hit the pull-up bar. I'm good now. We locked it. Cardiac Knicks. This is why we love our team. This is why we have KFTV. Shout out to Sam. Gurge's $5 super chat says, this is towards JD's new microwave. Let's go, Nick. Salute to him. So to OK Bert, $10 super chat says, the Piston series restored the feeling in this team. We are cut different, and the cloth is bespoke. Let's go. Shout out to OK Bert. Always supporting us. Shout out to OK. Black Westchester, Fanchise channel member, Alan JD, $20 super chat. Salute to CP and KFTV. In Thibs We Trust. Hey, I didn't ask him for that. In Leon we trust. In Cap Clutch we trust. In Mitch, the Block Nest Monster we trust. In Cap we trust. I think he meant Cap. In Wingstop, Bridges and OG we trust. Bill Fiss. And Josh Hart. Wow. Unbelievable. I can't believe what we're witnessing this evening. I can, but I can't. In a certain way. I can, but I can't. Will be. $5 super chat. Says extend Thibs.
Again.
Whoa. Like I said, y'all got it, man. I'm just a conductor here.
All right, man. I mean, how much are you paying these people now?
Notice how he's falling half asleep. Soon as like the energy perks up. It's like something.
Unbelievable. I told y'all, man. Like,
look how he sound. He sound like it's 9 a.m. Look. Unbelievable. You just got to say Thibs.
Every year I'm vindicated. Right? Okay. Shout out to Wilby. Shout out to Donald Smith, $10 super chat. Best chance for a chip since the 96-97 season. Now everybody's going chip now. Thibs can coach. Wow. This is the next comment after the last guy, fellas. That's not me. We're getting through the rest of the super chat. Garek 73, $20 super chat says, grateful for the thing of ours, international Knicks love. Shout out to Omer. That's what's up. Salute to KFTV. AO 7K and nobody can find Cody Glock. Mitchie did his thing. Yeah, Cody claimed it. He did come in. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. Cat didn't even drop 40 yet. Shout out to Kenneth Lamar. Shout out to Mr. Manu. Jose M, $10 super chat says donation to replace JD's microwave. Nixon 6, shout out to Mikal, OG, Mitch, J Hart, Cat, Cap, and the Thibs Family Show, Boston. Shout out to Robbie Mangiardi Music. Salute to Roman 05, $5 super chat. So what a game. Let's go New York. Stand up. It's New York versus everybody. Also, shout out to my wife for also being my balance when we were down 20. Hey, shout out to all the KFTV wives, man, for allowing the gents to tap in. We need to be together. But shout out to the wives that also tap in with us. You know, the wives also tap in. It's a family show. So we appreciate everybody. All right. Shout out to King Mav. We almost there. Shout out to King Mav. Yo, shout out to Mitch, $10 super chat. Shout out to Mitch for playing great defense on Tatum on that last play. If it wasn't for Mitch forcing Tatum towards OG and Bridges, that play would have never happened. And shout out to the NBA. They mic'd up Mitch in game 1. He said, yo, we've been here before. You know? Shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D again. Shout out to TMG Theremedy. Welcome to the Fanchise channel members. Never Forgive Action. Fanchise channel member, $5 super chat says, I got a letter from the Celtics the other day. I opened it and it said they were suckers. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to that. His super chat was right under Chuck D's, so that was quite apropos. I love that. Shout out to Never Forgive Action. Shout out to 90 Fanchise channel member, $20 super chat says 2-0. Let's go. Shout out to the closer J Boogie. $5 super chat says, I apologize to the family. I'm striving to get to this Discord thing right. He's trying to get on the Discord. I will be back as soon as I get this right. Salute. 3 capital S's. Salute to J Boogie, man. He's trying to get back on the Discord and trying to figure it out. We were trying to figure it out back in Atlanta since last month, but we'll get there. We'll get him in there. Shout out to Ty Busy, $10 super chat says, shout out to Bridges with another Gimme That Family Show play. Don't play with this man. Money time in full effect. Pacers got some competition. Yeah, yes, they do. Wow, we got a ton of super chats. Okay. Shout out to Afrique NY, $20 super chats. From me and the missus. Been here since the start of KFTV. We toasting tonight. KFTV, 7K in the building. Let's get to 100K. So tell your fam, tell your friends, tell the world. We on fire. Omega Rex, 73 again, $5 super chat says, Omar Shalaby asks, can we order in Rome and abroad? We got you, Omar, International Knicks fan. Yeah, merch. We ship merch nationwide, everywhere, all around the world. So go to KnicksFanTV.com. Get your merch. Fans are getting their merch as we speak. We're getting a lot of orders in tonight. The Against All Odds merch is going everywhere. And also make sure get the Against All Odds print because I sign it myself. We only sell 50 of those, and I autograph them personally. So if you want one of those, make sure you go to KnicksFanTV.com to get yours. Against All Odds, the 18x24 print, and I sign it personally. Shout out to Reed Stewart. Reed Stewart just got his recently, and he's been a loyal supporter of KnicksFanTV.com, the merch store. Okay. Shout out to Jay, $5 super chat. Shout out to Deuce McBride on that dunk that re-energized the team. Yeah, Deuce has been playing well 2 games in a row. Deuce takes all his minutes seriously, and I love that. I don't give a effort. Yes, I don't give a family show. Bees Noriega, shout out to the family Bees. $5 super chat says, I was just looking for hungry. We've been had the talent. That's true. And we underestimated, we regulated. Shout out to Bees. Whoa, shout out to Mr. Friday Night Knicks, Robert Randall, $20 super chat. Says OG and Brunson are the best Knicks players since Ewing, Starks, Houston, and Spree. Knicks gonna sweep. I had to ad lib for him. I think he might be on the Mad Dog 2020 tonight. His super chat did not come through with much clarity. Kyle Chin, $5 super chat says, do you think the Knicks have tapped back into the underdog mentality? I mean, in this series, they have to. Shout out to Kyle. Tracy Reed, welcome to the Fanchise channel memberships. Shout out to Vince from the Sty, Bed-Stuy, Do or Die. Adrian Perez, $10 super chat Fanchise channel member, says, Knicks chick, air it out the dirty laundry. His first half, he was CP the Shamchise. LMFAO. Shout out to Rodmaster7, $3 Australian super chat says, was Q-Tip app been too long? Tribe Called Quest. I spoke to him on the way home from the watch party. He's locked in. The abstract is locked in. Spoke to him. When I spoke to him, I heard JD and Alex in the background. So when I tell you he's locked in, Q-Tip is locked in. Trust me. Trust and believe. The abstract does not miss a show, and he is locked in. All right. Shout out to Columbia Nick. Says for JD's microwave. Nick's baby. $5 super chat.
Shout out to Armand.
Yeah.
Dutta.
Mm-hmm.
Dutta.
Mm-hmm.
He really sent the microwave. Shout out to you.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
it. Appreciate the love. Appreciate it.
Carmelo B, salute.
Definitely gonna get one on Amazon. That's for sure.
Shout out to Vincent Wang. Sent a Taiwanese $75 super chat. Vincent, we appreciate you. Says, let's go salute KFTV. Beers 202. Franchise channel member says, ready for war. He's ready for it. Shout out to Corey Mitchell, $5 super chat says, Jason Tatum, Brunson will bait him. KFTV family over forever. Knicks in 5. Let's go, Knicks. Shout out to my guy, Money, a.k.a. Kyle Medlin. $10 super chat franchise channel member says, remember all that fire Thibs talk at the end of the Detroit series? I don't hear much of that anymore. Thibs has my hairline looking his past few games, but I don't care. The man is respect. Shout out to Ryan Animal Chuck D again, $5 super chat franchise channel member 51. Nobody remembers January, February, March, April problems. 0-0, different universe. I still don't believe the game ended. Stunned. Boston mentality gassed. Shout out to Mr. Q. Franchise channel member says, starting the GoFundMe for JD Microwave. Let's go, Knicks.
JD's about to get a new upgraded microwave in a second.
Shout out 716 Truth. Winmore 56, $5 super chat says, love my Knicks. Love KFTV for the Knicks win the series and the chip. Let's go Knicks. Wow. You know, went from one and done to endless possibilities. That's the playoffs for you guys. That's what I say. Never give up. Always keep watching, man. Still. Chris Fuentes, I see. Punch Forever, $5 super chats. So we have to stay calm and finish it in the garden and end the curse. Eric B, Fanchise channel member, salute to you. Blue, $20 super chat. We appreciate you, Blue. Shout out to Pez Blissy and shout out to Peter, man. All right, man. So to the replay gang, remember that this podcast format. This is the longest show we've done in a while. And hey, it was all worth it. 2-0. But let's lock in and talk about finishing the series. Let's enjoy tonight. Let's celebrate tomorrow when you guys go to work. Let Boss Man know, hey, work is secondary to this Knicks talk. And great job by the team tonight, starting with CK, Gamba, Tyler, Daniel, JD, Alex. Great job by the team tonight. Again, this was another milestone for Knicks Nation worldwide. And for everybody who tapped in, who's been tapping in, like I said, you know, the journey, man, the journey is unforgettable. And let's remember that. Enjoy it. Let's focus on game 3 after this, man. All right. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Game of the week preview. Have a good night, everybody. Good morning. Wherever you guys at, man. Knicks Nation, we salute y'all, man. Peace.
Shout out to everyone. Let's go.